If you just seen what happened then, I just leant on the table and the whole table cracked underneath me. So I'll just stand here looking decorative. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Third Quarter. It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning. How are you? Did you have a lovely weekend? Hope you spent most of it here with me. Now, shall I show you what we're doing today? I've got a lovely show lined up for you today. I'll just show you the menu, shall I? I've got no screen, so I can't see what's happening. There we go, there we go, there we go. Coming up today, we've got 8 o'clock, Bundles of Inspiration. That's me. At 9 o'clock, we've got Traditional Blocks. That's Lucy Brennan. Then, at 10 o'clock, you've got to, if any of the hours you're going to come to today, if you want some lovely fabric, the 10 o'clock, the fabric in the 10 o'clock hour, it's just beautiful. And then 11 o'clock, we've got the Rainbow Runner, which is this here. It's to go on your bed. Isn't it lovely? Lucy's going to be showing you how to make that from a Tula pink charm pack. Anyway, we want you to get in touch. Now, I need to tell you, we've got issues. They're not major issues. We've got issues with our email, so you can only get in touch with the web chat for the time being, and I'll tell you when you can get in touch with us on the email. But for the beginning, it's nothing major. It's just somebody's forgotten a password. That's all. Anyway, so this is how you can get in touch. What you do is you go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. You go to the website there. You click on Watch Us Live. There we go. And then what you do is you scroll down the page and you see the box there that says Message to Studio. All you do is you write a little message in there. Don't email. Okay, I'll tell you exactly what little Paul told me. He said he can access them on his personal one, but it's a hassle. So don't do it yet, do it later when it's fixed. That's the best thing to do. Anyway, get back to the website, So you put a little message in the box there, message the studio. Then also what you can do, now remember your characters are very, very limited in there. So don't do a long message because it cuts off halfway through. But the message does come through to my tablet on the desk, which is fantastic. Just below you see, now they're all the projects I had yesterday. In a minute, they will all disappear. And what will happen is all the projects from today's show will all be listed there. So you don't, if you think you've missed something, don't worry about it because you can just go there and you can click on them and put them in your basket. If you carry on to the top of the page, while we're doing a live auction sale, you can see next to where I am normally in that square there, you can see that there was a bundle. Oh, now you see, somebody bought that bundle at midnight last night. That's the bundle somebody bought at midnight last night, that one. That was from yesterday. Anyway, I've got the most gorgeous fabrics. I know what I need to tell you. I need to tell you this, very, very important. We've got lots of the bundles. Yesterday, in some of the bundles we had for you, we had so many in stock, we thought, we're fine, we'll be fine. Anyway, they sold out. If you've got it in your basket and you know you want it, please, please, please check out straight away. We do only charge one post and packaging of £2.95 for the whole day. So if you see something you like and you know you want it, put it in your basket, because putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee you get it. Just putting it in your basket sort of puts it to one side. But if, for example, if we've got 100 left and there's 110 of you with it in your basket, the last 10 that come to check out won't get it and just say out of stock. So please, 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 that's why we did the one post and packaging of £2.95 for the whole day, but with you in 4 to 6 working days. Okay, shall we go and see some fabric? I've got 3 lovely, really, really lovely bundles here. I kind of call these, they're kind of sophisticated adult bundles. But I mean, you can use them for whatever you like. I've got 3 different bundles. I've got grey, I've got blue, and I've got red and pink. Which one would you like to see first? We'll go for the grey one first here. It's called 5 Shades of Grey. You can thank little Paul for that. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means at all. Anyway, have a look at these. Aren't they lovely? 5 shades of grey there you've got. Now, I'll just tell you, while you're looking at that very quickly, I'll just list them so you know what you're getting. You've got linear texture in heron grey. That's, oh no, we've started already. Heron grey, 1/2 metre of that one. You've got the Scandi Basics check at 1/2 metre. You've got the Glacier grey in the... Oh, hang on. That's the Glacier grey there, sorry, that's the Glacier grey there. Then you've got the spot-on grey fabric, steel grey fabric. Then you've got the window dressing, plaids in grey by Cloud. And then this one is the Scandi Basics, and they're lovely. Do you know what I might do? It's only £24.95. You get 2.5 metres of fabric, £24.95. I'll go through all 3, and then I'll go back. So that's the 5 shades of grey. 5 shades of bright blue, this one's called. 5 shades of bright blue. They're lovely, aren't they? So what What you've got in here, I've already said I like the window pane one in the last one, but Paul was busy chatting. He wasn't listening to me. You've got the Joel Dewberry pyramids in the atrium range. That's in mint. You've got the linear in the blue. You've got spectrum solid in the azure. Then you've got the spot on turquoise, which is there. And then you've got my favourite, the turquoise big plaids there by Cloud. Lovely, aren't they? Really beautiful. 2.5 metres of fabric, £24.95. Okay, now the last one, but not least, love this one. In fact, I love all three of them. I don't know how you're going to choose between these. This one here, 5 shades of navy and pink, this one's called. 5 shades of navy and pink. And what you get in here, that lovely cross fabric there by Macara in blue. Oh, that's beautiful. It's really, really lovely fabric. You've got the linear texture here in azalea. You've got the spectrum solid in deep orchid. You've got the raspberry spot on. And then you've got the window dressing big plaids navy by Cloud. Little Paul's got a shirt like that. He wears it on a Saturday night when he goes out with the boys. Anyway. So that one is the 50 shades of navy and pink. Oh. It's a good start, isn't it? We've got all the... You get 50 if you cut them up into little pieces. Right, I've already done that one. I know. Be quiet. They're telling me off now. If you want to get in touch, 5 shades of grey. 5 shades of grey. This is what you get. You get 0.5 metre of each of the fabrics. We love this linear, because let's have a quick close look at it. It's got that lovely... Now, it's not woven into it. It's a printed pattern on the top. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So that one there is in the... Glacier grey. Glacier grey. Like Marcy grey. No. What's she called? Macy grey. Macy grey. It's lovely, isn't it? The really, really lovely texture to it, that one. Then we move on to the Scandi. Now, this is nice. This is lovely. I've not seen this one before. Not seen this one before at all. Now, that might strobe on your telly a little bit. But it's nice. There's little love hearts. It's got little love hearts in it. The little dots in there are little love hearts. So that one's the Scandi Basics grey check fabric. But again, by Macau, 100% cotton. These are all these fabrics I'm showing you this hour, all 100% cotton. All 100% cotton and washable in 30-degree heat. Good morning, John. Lovely to see you. Fabulous shirt. Beautiful bundle too. Nora, they're stunning. These are stunning. Add them to your basket. Now, this one here is... yeah, what grey is that one? I've forgotten what that grey that one was now. Oh, I've got it. Yeah, brilliant. This one is... Glacier... Oh, no, hang on. This is Glacier grey. The first one, that one was just... that one was Scandi Basics, and then that one was Heron grey. Oh, I do apologise. That one was Heron grey, and this one's Glacier grey. That's the difference. Then we've got this. I love this. Do you know what? Do you know what? That would make a lovely little cotton scarf, wouldn't it? Just fray the edges. That's nice, isn't it? Let's put that one across there. That's the basic check, that one. That's the basic check there. Now, I've still got Nora's message here. I'm not ignoring you, Nora. I've already read yours out, there, you see. And that's your spot on. Steel grey, that one. Steel grey. Aren't they lovely? Just miss it. There you go. So you get the 5 different fabrics. 5 different fabrics. £24.95. Just update it then, see what happens. Son, your message has got stuck again. What did she say? What did Son say? Oh, Son, it will be a colourful show. 5 shades of grey at the moment, but all those beautiful colours in there, aren't they? I just love the way they all work together so well. Now, the thing is, they're just stash builders, aren't they, really? So you might not want to use them all together all the time. But I just love, and I love the way they've brought the blue out in the big plaid check in there. It's just lifted it, hasn't it, with the blues there. And fabulous Gandhi. Oh, now the most popular is the navy and the pink. Well, that's my favourite, but I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll save time. Because obviously I'll just be fanning that one out again in a minute, won't I? Right, okay, so that go there. Now this one then is the most popular so far. Right, this is lovely. Now this is the linear in azalea. This is linear in azalea. Oh, that's nice. That's fabulous and vibrant, that one, isn't it? So you get 0.5 metre of linear with azalea, in azalea. That's nice, isn't it? That linear is exactly the same texture. Yeah, exactly same. It's because it's in the different colourways, isn't it? Look, you still got the little checks in there. But the heron grey was more subtle. That's more azalea, isn't it? That's beautiful. Just checking I've got the right colours for you now. I've got them here. Cross fabric that I'm doing now. Linear, azalea. No, I was right. Trust yourself, John. Then this is the spots and crosses in blue. We love this. Now, if you watch me do my demonstration with the Odecoat a few weeks ago, this is the fabric used, and that's beautiful. Let me just waft it out. There you go. That's better. Right? And so that's the blue. Then I've got the solid, Spectrum solid fabric in deep orchid. This is such a lovely... Oh, now apparently my shirt is complementing all the colours in all the bundles. By accident, I was going to wear this one yesterday, but I had new Jess on yesterday. I didn't want to take away her thunder. The only trouble with this shirt is because it's pale there, highlight, so it looks like I've got a big... I haven't got a big belly. It just looks like that. I have. Yeah, they did forget to colour that bit. They ran out of paint, I think, on that bit. Because it carries on, look, all round the back, look, and everything. Oh, is there a big gap at the back as well? Oh, I have to have words. No, I can't see it. Mine's not delayed, though, is it? I have to be watching on the web for the... No, don't worry. Right, hang on a sec. Oh, hang on. Right, look. Have a look at these, aren't they beautiful? Hello, Mars here in Merseyside. John, just you brighten this... Oh, is it horrible weather? Did you have a haircut? Now, Marcia, were you not watching yesterday? I had a haircut on Saturday. I had my haircut on Saturday. But yes, I had a haircut. Needed it, didn't I? Anyway, look at these gorgeous fabrics. £24.95. Anne in Denbighshire. You're brightening up a very dull, wet morning, John. Loving the fabrics. What's the width? Anne in North Wales. Anne, do you live near Flint? Do you know my friend Di Stevens? She lives in Flint. I think you'll find they're 44, but I'll just double check for you. Oh, no, this is wider. Oh, right. Now, they might be all different widths. So I'll tell you this. The plaid is 46.5 inches, which is 118. I've not seen a fabric that wide, that width before. So the plaid is 46. I know. Little Paul's got a shirt exactly in that colourway. So you should buy this in case you ever rip it or burn a hole in it. You can patch it, Little Paul. So that's that. Oh, no, I'll fold this one then. Because I want to go through... No, I need to go through these to measure them for Anne, you see, because I think they're all different widths, you see. I've got Christine now. Morning, John, you're brightening up my day. Oh, thank you. Is it this shirt? Is it too much? Have you got your sunglasses on? Yes, you see, the pink one is 44 inches wide. 44 inches wide, do like that. I need really... Yes. Yeah, the trouble with putting them there is when I fold the fabric, they fall off, that's all. Look. Then this is lovely. This is spot and crosses. All of these come in the bundle. There it is. There's the still, right? So, and then the azalea, that azalea in... Oh, you can really see the linear fabric in that still, can't you? Okay, and then moving on. We've got the beautiful spot fabric there. Spot on. Okay. Oh. See, it's like I practiced it, wasn't it? I didn't. Right, look at this, look at this, look at this. 5 shades of blue, this bright blue it's called, bright blue it's called. Again, really, really lovely. So you've got the, I'll get this one right. You get the Spectrum Solid in Azure, no, that's the Spectrum Solid in Azure Blue there. Yep. Gel Jubilee Pyramids, linear fabric in blue, spot on in turquoise. I'd say the turquoise was rather more jade, and big plaids in turquoise. So let's just go through this. Now, you see, it's funny, isn't it? Because in these big plaids, Paul lives in plaid shirts and jeans and big boots. And he's got them in all the different colourways. Anyway, that's little Paul, little Paul. Okay, half a metre, half a metre. That's Azure. I love this one. This plaid is just beautiful. It's more of that. Do you see now? Do you see the colour there? They're called these turquoise, but I'd say they were more jades than turquoise, but they're beautiful, aren't they? Ta-da! So look at that. £24.95. So you get half a metre of this, 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 and half a metre of that. Now, it's up to you whether you use them all together or whether you just keep them in your stash. But that's like 2 fat quarters, isn't it? Hello, Julie in Cornwall. She says, hello, John. I love you and your shirt. Gorgeous fabrics today. It's lovely to see so much colour and vibrancy on a wet Monday morning. Love, Julie in Cornwall. Is it raining everywhere then? Is it raining everywhere? Now, what I need you to do is I need you to tell me, because Paul and I in prep, we were wondering, because what would you make with these? What would you make with it? Because I think they're quite grown-up fabrics, these, aren't they? So what would you make with all of these fabrics? Get in touch. Let me know what you would make out of each of these. There's the still. There's the still of all those 5. Hello, Nicola, my love, in Oxfordshire. Good morning, John. So lovely to see you. Love the shirt. Bought the blue and pink bundle already. Can you tell me why the table runner not available to buy yet, please? You have to wait. You have to wait till the 11th. It's not a you can't buy the table runner. It's Lucy's going to show you how to make it, and then we've got all the components. It's not a kit. So there's a charm pack, there's white fabric, the spot-on fabric, all for sale. But Lucy's going to show you how to make it and how to place all the things. But that's at 11 o'clock. You have to wait for that. 11 o'clock. So it's not the table runner itself. You can't buy. It's a bed runner as well. It's a bed runner, not a table runner. But it's oh, you could use it as a table runner, I suppose, but it might be a bit wide. Depends how wide your table is, I suppose. It's beautiful, though. Right, okay, so let me move on. So which is the most popular still? The navy and the pink still. The navy and the pink still. Right, now, I've got some other things to show you this out, not just the 3 fabrics. Oh, now, which one do you want me to go to first? I'm only showing this, right? This has got nothing to do with this hour at all. It's just that every time we get this out, it sells, right? Very low stock, but I just thought I'd bring you the last few because this is just the most ideal thing to have in your workroom. You can have a tailor's ham to do curved seams and everything. This one's called a sleeve roll. So if you're ironing the sleeves or you've just hemmed some... I'll get the iron out, show you. It's not on, don't worry, it's not on. It's not on. I'll put the plug on the table so it proves that it's not on. Because I don't want people emailing in going, oh, John had a hot iron on the table. Right? Okay. So, what you use this one for is you just pop it inside your sleeve or your cuff or your jeans or something like that. And then when you're ironing, you can just iron across so that it's not... It's a really... I mean, it's just a must-have. It's just a must-have. You can do sleeve heads with it. You can do little... if you're doing children's sleeve heads, you just put this inside the sleeve and then you just iron, you just press around there. So it just gives it that lovely, lovely finish. If you're doing doll making, it's brilliant if you do doll making. Brilliant if you do little items and things like that. Oh. I just think it's fantastic. I just thought I'd bring it to you because last time I brought you this, it's only 7:45. Last time I brought you this, it sold out completely. I've just got a few left. They had another delivery, but not such a big delivery. It's like a traditional. It's got like the cotton drill on one side. The ones I've got are just made of calico. And then that lovely gingham fabric, cotton fabric on the other side. But the good thing about this, it's full of, I don't know what they've stuffed it with. It feels like sawdust, but it's brilliant because you can use steam on it and it'll just dry out naturally. It's the So Easy tailor's sleeve roll for £7.45. I know. Thank you very much indeed. Right now, also... Yeah, oh, if you've got that in your basket, please check out. Please check out, please check out. 1p, no matter how many times you check out your basket. Right, I've got Fenton House. Fenton House, I love these threads. You get, look, I'll show you. Fenton House is actually a National Trust or one of those houses where you can go around. And don't they look like lovely, lovely paint colours that you get from that posh paint shop? But I'm just thinking, if you get one of these bundles, if you think of buying one of these bundles as a gift, right? I've just grabbed this one out to start with. The bundle's at the bottom of the screen for this bundle, and the graphics. And then look, don't they work well, those colours? Don't those colours work well? Whether you're going to top stitch, whether you're going to do seams, whatever you're going to do, they go really, really nicely together. £8.95 for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threads. 700 metres of thread you got there in all those lovely different colours for £8.95. I've also got my other favourite thread pack, and that's this one. Just put that one away. It's called French Country Cottage Garden, I think this one's called. And I just think it's like, oh, do you know what? I hope I haven't got Jennifer Taylor's cold. I've gone all sniffly suddenly. Look at the colours. They're like all the flowers, aren't they? As you walk up the path to the little French cottage. So you've got marigolds, cyclamens, a purple flower, grass, forget-me-not, or sky blue, yeah. The path, and a pink flower. It's kind of, it's the oyster shells you've got in, you know. What's that go? Quite how'd your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells. Cockle shells. £8.95 for all those lovely. The Gutermann, they're so all. They're polyester threads. 7 for £8.95. Now, do you know what? If you're doing a gift, right? I'd do this, right? I'd do this. I'd buy the threads, I'd open the packet, and I'd put them in one of these and give it as a gift. Now, obviously, the graphics are only for the box. Can you put the thread graphics at the bottom? Is that possible? This is French Cottage. Right, so they're the threads from the French Cottage there. And then this is the Gutermann storage jar. Now, every time we show these, they sell. Every time we bring these out, we reorder them, they sell. We reorder them, they sell. So the threads inside are the graphics at the bottom there, the £8.95 So All French Cottage thread pack. This is the 27, holds 27 spools of thread. And what's brilliant about them, now, Little Paul's saying that's a lot. Go and have a look at your spool drawer, right? How many reels of thread have you got open already in the drawer? You see, Little Paul's not a sewer. He doesn't realise how many you need. Reason we love these is they're completely clear, so you can see up like that, and you can. I'm pretending because mine are on a shelf. You see, up high like that. Yours might not be. Yours might be down there, but you can see straight away. Or this way. I'll just wait. Oh no. You can't have that visual joke, I'm sorry. £6.45. He's got, you see, I need to explain something. Mike, the director today, had a film in a premiere of a film last night in Leicester Square. He was the director. He won an award for Best Film on No Money. Is that what it was called? Low budget achievement, right? So now, today, it's like, oh, darling, we had to, put the red carpet out. He's got his tuxedo on, and the limo's waiting outside. Anyway, really, in reality, he had to catch the bus. When he finished, he went home on the bus with his award on his knee. Anyway, 27 threads this holds. 27 threads that holds. £6.45. Right, I'll just put those back in here so that we don't, because Jay will get confused otherwise. Right, okay. Most popular favourite, the most popular of the fabrics. Oh, it's the blue and the pink, is it? So, this is brilliant. You get half a metre of this. I love this one. This is the one, if you see anybody walking on, a little man walking along with a shirt like this in Paul's village, it'll be little Paul. And then if you see anybody like with this colour, because producer Hannah lives in the same village, she's just left Cuba. She'll be back at the weekend. She's just left Cuba. So she'll be sporting all sorts of colours, won't she? And then this is Jay in his tracksuit. Jay wears a tracksuit this colour when he runs up the high street to buy his leg of lamb. Have you not heard the story? Oh, Hannah came out of her house one day and Jay was running up the street. Running, right? And she went to speak to him. He said, don't speak to me. I've got to get a leg of lamb from my mother-in-law. That was it. Yes, and it was because they had them on special offer in that said supermarket. No, have you got another one in your village? No, that one. Oh, it's a few weeks. Oh, okay. I'm sure it was that one. Anyway, one of them had a special offer of legs of lambs, and he bought one, got home, put it in the fridge, and then was talking to his girlfriend / fiancé. Oh, now I want Jay. I'll get Jay in. I've got to ask him a question. Look at those. Half a metre, oh, excuse me, of each of those fabric for £24.95. Isn't it lovely? Anyway, so he had to run back to the supermarket to buy for his fiancé's mum. I've got a message for her, though. I don't know if she's watching. I'll have to wait and see if she's watching. Jay, is Elaine watching today? Elaine, his future mother-in-law. You know, I was telling you yesterday how I'm doing the waistcoats and the bridesmaids' dresses and taking Danny shopping for a wedding dress and everything. Not doing Jay's outfit at all. I haven't got that much fabric. But Elaine, the mother-in-law, said last night when she saw him, is he making my outfit as well? Is he doing the mother of the bride outfit as well? Anyway, I'm not. Elaine, buy your own. £24.95 for half a metre of each of these. Hello, Jill in West Yorkshire. I'd use them as linings for my bags. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Do you know what I'd be tempted to do? You know that lovely bag book we've got? I'd make a bag out of all these. They're lovely. They're really, really nice, aren't they? Or the tote bag that Jess made yesterday. These would work lovely for that, wouldn't they? Totally agree. £24.95. Now, that's the blue and the navy and pink. Navy and pink. Now, I haven't shown you the 5 shades of grey for a while, have I? So I'll do that one. 5 shades of grey. Now, let's see if this works. I fold it, so... Paul says, if you bought 10 of these, you'd have 50 shades of grey, but you wouldn't. You still only have 5 shades of grey, wouldn't you? Because, oh, that didn't work, John. Oh, no. One job. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. What time is it? The mansion will be here soon. Right, hang on, you go. There you go. There, I love these. Look at those colours there. So you get the heron. This is heron. This is heron linear here. This is Scandi check. That one there is glacier grey. That one there apparently is big plaid grey, big plaid grey, and then that one is steel spot on, isn't it? Let me just check it's steel, spot on steel, yes. Oh, I love those colours together. That's classy. That's elegant, isn't it? Really, really beautiful. I didn't hear what you said, so. Classy and classic, little Paul is saying. £24.95. So this is the grey. I just love those together. Aren't they gorgeous? Which ones are you going for? Which ones do you love? What are you going to make out of them? Jill's making linings for a bag out of them. They're beautiful, aren't they? And you're getting 2.5 metres. 2.5 metres for £24.95. I just think that's a fantastic buy, isn't it? Really, really lovely bundles we brought you today. On this cold, rainy... Oh, I don't know if it's cold, but it's definitely rainy, isn't it? Oh, when I left my house, it was just spitting with rain this morning. But then by the time I got to here in Birmingham, it was absolutely chucking it down. Lucy Brennan's coming up later, in half an hour to be precise. She'll be slapping on the makeup now. She needs a trowel these days, does our Lucy? She'll be the first to admit it. There we go. Did you know, they're just talking about Mrs. Doubtfire film upstairs when he puts his face in the cake like that. Mrs. Doubtfire, the character, was actually, half of it was based on me, because I'd just worked with Robin Williams on Being Human just before he did that film. And he's very, very good at doing impressions and everything. So Mrs. Doubtfire, if you watch, there are some of my mannerisms and then some of a costume designer called... Oh, I can't remember her name now. It's not important. It's all about me, isn't it? Anyway, which colour next? The navy or the other one? Which one? The navy or the turquoise blue? Turquoise blue, yeah. These, we haven't seen much of these, have we? We haven't seen this one much. I'll do it like this, actually. This is lovely. That's the really gorgeous, fabulous linear print on that one. It's a Macao solid fabric. In the linear print. That one's just in, let me just check. Blue. Just in blue. They just call that one blue. Yeah, I just thought I'd check to be on the safe side. That one there's the Joel Druby Pyramids in mint. This one is azure. Then this one, well, this one's turquoise, but it's more of a jade, I'd say. And then this one is a lovely, another turquoise, but again, the jade in the gingham, the big plaid check. Aren't they lovely? Don't they look lovely? So you get half a metre of this, 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 and half a metre of this. 2.5 metres of fabric for £24.95. And it comes, doesn't it, in the lovely cardboard box with the tissue all wrapped nicely. Now, I do have to stress, though, that if you buy 2 bundles of the same design, you won't get a metre of fabric together, as it were. You'll get 2.5 metres of this, 2.5 metres of this, 2.5 metres of this, 2.5 metres, only because they're already cut. We are working on a system where if you order 2 bundles, you'll actually get a metre of it, but we've got to work that system out yet. The computer can't deal with that at the moment. £24.95. Paul, this is Paul in North Yorkshire. He says, morning, John, grey goes with everything. It does, doesn't it? The grey goes with everything, doesn't it? I know. Actually, yes, beautiful. In fact, if you bought, say you bought the grey and the blue, you see, wouldn't this, I mustn't confuse myself now. Right, so that, how beautiful are those two going to look together? So that one there is from the grey, this one here is from the grey, and this one here is from the turquoise. But they go beautifully together, don't they? Or indeed, those two look lovely together as well. This one comes from the blue, and that one comes from the grey. Lovely, aren't they? You'd have to buy them separately, though, obviously, because we can't mix and match. You have to buy them separately. Thanks for joining us early on this really horrible, miserable day it is outside. Hope we're brightening your morning. Okay, I've got a message from Carol. No, not yet. I'll open the navy and the pink one. Carol, there you go. Carol's has arrived. Just got back from... Oh, it's Carol in Grantham. How are you? Right, look at these. Look at these. Look at these. Actually, let me waft these properly for you. There we go. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that spot-on fabric. That's raspberry, I think that one's called, isn't it? I'm just going to double-check for you. That one's called spot-on raspberry. Hey, I'm getting there now, aren't I? Getting there now. This one's azalea. It is azalea. It's gorgeous. Just don't leave an azalea. Don't plant an azalea where there's a lot of wind, that's all. Then there's this one, which we're just calling Paul's check shirt fabric. That's what it's called on the system. Yep. Then we've got the blue dot and cross, which I love this fabric. And then last but not least, was this one deep orchid? I think it was, wasn't it? Deep orchid, yeah. I'll put that across the bottom there. Aren't they lovely? Don't they all look lovely together? £24.95. You've got 5 shades of navy and pink. Right, lots and lots and lots in baskets. Please make sure you check out. There are lots of them to go round, but I don't want anyone to miss out. I hate it if you get disappointed if you don't get it in the end. Do you know what? Try mixing and matching. See, that's from the grey bundle. Nice, isn't it? Do you know what? These are just such lovely fabrics, aren't they? Such gorgeous fabrics. Now, I haven't had many suggestions about what you're going to use them for. Let me know. Let me know what you're going to use them for. Okay. Rachel, morning. It says morning in big letters. Morning, John, full of... Rachel's full of flu. Snuggled on the sofa watching the fabulous show as you always cheer me up lots. No, cheer me up. Lots of love, Rue Random. Oh, that's Rachel Rue Random. How are you, Rach? You're not making something. You could lie on the sofa and make something, couldn't you? What would you make, Rachel, out of these different colours? Paul's right, though, isn't he? He says that the grey... No, not you. Paul messaged in. The grey will go with everything, wouldn't they? But imagine if you could mix and match those. If you can, I don't want anyone to overstretch themselves, but if you got maybe 2 of those, it'd be beautiful, isn't it? Because you get 2.5 meters in each one. Right, the grey's overtaken. The grey has overtaken the blue and the pink. So there's the grey. You just come up to the grey now. That's number 1 now. That's in number 1 pole position. You've got the steel spot on. You've got the glacier grey in the plain. You've got the heron in the... no, our scissors are... Oh, yes, heron. No, they're stork. Our scissors are stork. Little Paul's saying we've got heron scissors. We haven't. Then you've got the gingham. I love this. I've never seen this before, Paul, this one. The Scandi... Oh, have you? Oh, he made a bag. Oh, see, now little Paul's made a bag out of this. Did you bring it in? Did you take pictures and bring it in? Aren't they lovely? £24.95. Aren't they lovely? Paul's planning to upgrade and become one of our designers, you see. Only trouble is he's shorter than Janice, so he'll have to stand on a box. Look. £24.95 for 2.5 metres of fabric. That is the grey bundle, 5 shades of grey. That's the most popular now. They're all gorgeous, though, aren't they? They're all absolutely gorgeous. Let me fan them all out for you because I've got another message. Hang on a second. Let's fold this. From our son, is it? John, you ought to write Memoirs Book of My Life. Oh, Sonia, I'm planning to do it, but it'll have to be when I've retired because I'll have to go into hiding. Son, you should have come to see my one-man show in the West End. It's a one-man show, Paul. It's just me. I tell so many tales of my life in Hollywood movies. I know. Where do I start? In fact, I'm going to Dulcie's birthday at the weekend. I don't know if I can go because I'm in here all the weekend. But Liam Neeson, who I've worked with, his personal assistant's going to be there. Message from... I've still got Sonia's message. I've got Sonia's message still. Rachel's. I'd make a beautiful bag and some soft toys. I adore the grey. I know it's nice, isn't it? J'adore le gris. That's grey in French. Gris. Gris. G-R-I-S. Gris. I'm fanning them all out so you can see all of them. This one is the 5 shades of bright blue, this one's called. There, aren't they lovely? Aren't they beautiful? The blue one in the middle there is azure. This is mint triangles. Pyramid, sorry, not triangles. That is blue. Spot on turquoise. And plaid turquoise is there. I'd say, just to be honest with you, though, I'd say that this turquoise is more of a jade. This is jade, this is mint, this is azure. That's like a very, very warm jade, and then that one's like turquoise, just so you know. Right, okay, so they're my 3 bundles of fabric that you want. I've also, now, if you've got the sleeve in your basket, you need to check out. If you've got your sleeve. a sleeve roll in your basket you do need to check out. See this bit here you could use for sleeve heads. This bit here you can use for trouser hems or sleeve hems. £7.45. You've got the calico. If you're doing light coloured fabrics, just use the calico side. Any other, just use this. It's not going to run. And then it's also full of, I'm not quite sure what ours is full of, actually, but they used to make them full of sawdust so they could just dry naturally. £7.45. It's a must-have for every sewing room. £7.45. Thread storage, very popular. This is nice. This is the one that holds 27. Well, you see, most sewists just to put them all in a basket, don't they? And then you have to rummage through to find them. Whereas this, I mean, it's been made by Gutermann, so it's made to fit the Gutermann threads in. 27 spools that will hold. And then, of course, the top. Good. And now you see, this is what I would do, is I'd have 27 shades of grey, 27 shades of blue, 27 shades of pink and red, you see. And then you just put, they stack really easily. So you just stack them up. Loads of people multi-buying on this. They always do. Always do. Now, if you need some threads to go in them, you see, I'm always thinking about gifts, because I'm that kind of person. And, I am. And if you want to fill the box with threads, here we go, look at these. Gutermann Sewell French Cottage Thread Pack, £8.95. Who didn't? Lovely, isn't it? Got the amethyst, the orange. Well, they could be gems, couldn't they? Amethyst, fire opal, paparazzi sapphire, pink sapphire, Udu Verger, or peridot, aquamarine. No, the silver. They're lovely, aren't they? £8.95. Could be what? Could be a really bad aquamarine. I know, silver sandstone. What's the American, what's it called? Sunstone. Anyway, I know our memories have gone. Paul and I worked in jewellery for 8 years and our memories have gone. Anyway, look, this is the other one. This is Fenton House. We used to sell dinosaur bone, didn't we? But that was a different colour. I know. This is Fenton House. Fenton House, this is all like period colours, isn't it? You've got the lovely pale pink, the gorgeous dusky purple, green, like a forest green. And then you've got the cyclamen pink there, blue there, really rich blue, bright red and white for £8.95. I know, brilliant. Okay, back to the fabrics. I think what time is it? I've only got 15, but I've got less. Right. The pink and the navy and the grey are the favourites, so let's do the turquoise, because that needs a little bit of a booster. I wonder why, because they're all gorgeous, aren't they? Get Joel Drewbury in this one, look. Joel Drewbury, still the same price, for 2.5 metres, for £24.95. So you've got the Joel Drewbury pyramids there. You've got the azure. You've got the blue texture. You've got the turquoise plaid, excuse me, and the turquoise spot-on fabric there. They're beautiful, aren't they? They are 5 shades of bright blue there. So that's in 3rd place. But it's 2nd place, really, because in equal 1st place, we've got these two. So this is the grey. This is the grey, which just stormed into the lead a minute ago, but now it's equal pegging with the blue and the pink. This is lovely, isn't it? Oh, okay, now lots of people got this in their basket, so as soon as you start checking out, there will be a clear winner when you all check out of your baskets for this. This is the Scandi Spot. I love that one. They're little love hearts in the middle of there. That's the grey check. That's the Heron linear. That's the Macy grey. No, Glacier grey. And that's the steel spot there. So for the, just coming in now, for the grey bundle, Jean, Wendy, Elaine, Maureen, Carol, Kathleen and Paul, you need to check out your baskets, my love. £24.95. They're lovely, aren't they? Very classy, very elegant. I'd say very adult, really, as well. And I don't mean that in a naughty way, but I just think, kind of sophisticated. They're slightly sophisticated bundles, these, aren't they? That's the grey one. £24.95. Which one do you love? I mean, the thing is, you don't have to name them or anything, because you get all of those for £24.95. Okay. You're getting half a metre of everything, aren't you? I love this one. Now, I know this one might strobe on your telly, but I love it because you've got the check. But then in the where the crossovers are the check, these are hearts. These are hearts. Aren't they lovely? And the what one? Which way what? Then look at this. Oh, this is lovely. That's heron. That's the heron in the linear print, that one. Always very, very popular. See what I mean? Look at the lovely pattern. Gorgeous, gorgeous pattern going on there. It's printed on the top of the fabric. Then, of course, the other three that you get all of these anyway for £24.95. Half a metre of each. So you get the glacier grey, you get the grey check, and you get the steel spot on as well. I just think they're beautiful, aren't they? Really, really beautiful. For £24.95, half a metre of each. And then oh, yeah, remember, it doesn't matter how many items you buy. You only pay 1p&p. Excuse me, this is the blue and the pink bundle here. This is lovely. This is my favourite, this one. You get the blue spots and crosses. I'm sure it's called spots and crosses. I've got it here, hang on. Oh, no, it's just called cross. Just called cross. Just called cross fabric. It's a bit angry, that one. Don't be cross on a Monday morning in the rain. So that's the cross. That's beautiful. That's deep orchid, that one. Really lovely colour, that one. Then this one here is the blue check. Then this, azalea linear print, that one. And that's the raspberry spot on. Raspberry spot on. Hello, Jean. Hello, John, you bright and any dull day. I'd make bags and toys. Jean from the Isle of Wight. Thank you, Jean, my love. Is it rainy there? Are you on the water, Jean? Are you near where the boats come in? My friend Claire, she's got a house. Oh, I was going to give her a address then. I'm not going to give her a address. Where the boats come in. But she's in fishermen's cottages. That's what they're called. They're hardly fishermen's cottages. They're rather glamorous houses. But anyway, I love those. Isle of Wight, you mean? Oh, right. Paul says he's been to the Isle of Man. If you go to the Isle of Man, when you get a taxi into Douglas from the airport, you're driving along with a taxi driver, and you go over a bridge, they go, wave to the fairies. I'm like, what? And apparently there's a bridge you go, if you have to wave to the fairies to keep them friendly. Maybe I just had a bad taxi driver, I don't know. Anyway, I did wave, of course. Nobody waved back. Nobody ever does. Da, 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 da. Oh, I've got a right old fairy waving at me at the moment. £24.95. It's not Jay. It's not Jay. He can't wave. Anyway, we've got the cross. We've got the deep orchid. We've got the blue check. We've got the azalea, and we've got the raspberry. I haven't got raspberries today. I've got strawberries for my break at 10 o'clock today. At £24.95, you get 2.5 metres. It's fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And they're so elegant. They're so sophisticated. I'll just fold the grey one up again because I've just rolled it here and I should have folded it, really. They're just beautiful fabrics. And remember, they're 100% cotton, 30-degree wash in the machine. Ooh. Whatever you make out of them. They're going to make lovely quilts as well, aren't they? If you think about it, the colourways will make lovely quilts, because Lucy's coming up at the top of the hour with how to make a couple of quilts, blocks. And we've got more bundles of fabric in that hour for you to go with those blocks as well. But you could use them for this. Oh, okay then. I've got a message that they don't understand. Oh, I don't understand that one either. You brighten every day, John, thank you. That's what it says. But then it says, The tut-tut message from Sheila in Scotland. Oh, no, I know it's Sheila. But what was that tut-tut message? Did I say something rude? Have I said something rude? Or are you tutting at me, Sheila? Sheila. Why am I saying that like that? Sheila. It's what? No, that's Trigger. Oh, no, Trigger. No, it was Boise, was it? I don't know, anyway. I never watched it. That was another show I didn't really like, but that's, Oh, less of the noise from the audience, please. Marlene. I went to see them filming at Teddington Studios. They did an offshoot of that, didn't they? Go to live in the country, Marlene and Boise. Was it called something green? Oh, went on and on and on. And then it's very much like that, like Acorn Antiques off there. They all talk like this, don't they, on telly? And then they come off there and go, oh, darling, join us for champagne later. And like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, shall we go through these colours again? Let me just fold that one up. Shades of bright blue, which is the one I'm doing, so I might as well do this one for you. This is shades of bright blue. Well, I've got a bit of a sore throat now as well. Might have to have tomorrow off. I've been in here all weekend, Michael, working, if you must know. Well, no, I was working elsewhere on Saturday, but... Right. 5 shades of bright blue fabric. You get 1/2 metre of the turquoise spot on, 1/2 metre of the mint pyramids, 1/2 metre of the azure macawa solid, 1/2 metre of the lovely turquoise plaid there, and 1/2 metre of the blue linear. All of that for £24.95. I know. So that's the 2.5 metres. Now remember, this is a Joel Dewberry. That's a Joel Dewberry fabric, that one. That's all included, you know what I mean? You get all of that for £24.95. Now, also, well, that's the other thing I haven't mentioned since the beginning. If you were to go onto our website and buy any of these separately, you'd be paying more than £24.95 if you bought 1/2 metre of each of those fabrics. So buying them by the bundle, you are saving some fabric and money. Aren't they lovely? That's such a gorgeous print, that one. Can you imagine? Now, hang on. No, I'm going to do this. If you were to do a binding or something like this. How long? Oh, blimey. There's me. Look, you see, wouldn't that look lovely? If you made something out of this, you need to see it like that. You see, then you put a binding of the spot on. That's nice, isn't it? Spot on. £24.95. So that one is the bright blue. They call that one the bright blue. Which one would you like to see next? The choice is yours. The grey next. 5 shades of grey. Right, lots of people multi-buying. Mixing and matching's good to see. This is the grey one. Oh, look, isn't that lovely? 5 shades of grey, remember this one? That's little Paul's idea. It's his favourite. It's his favourite book ever. Yeah. 5 shades of grey, because he's too little for the 50 shades. So he's got 5 shades of grey. He's not finding that very funny. So you get 1/2 metre of the glacier grey. You get 1/2 metre of the steel spot on. 1/2 metre of the Scandi spot. 1/2 metre of the heron. And 1/2 metre of the grey with the turquoise plaid for £24.95. They're nice. That's got that lovely... Can you see the... It's got linen. It's got kind of a linen effect, hasn't it, that one? It is lovely. Thank you for all your messages. Make sure you keep them coming through on this wet Monday morning. It seems to be wet all over the country today. It's lovely, isn't it? So you get 1/2 metre of that, along with 4 other fabrics. Oh, I sent a message previous to the cryptic one, and it got lost. The tut-tut was for your comment to Lucy. Great show, lots of love, Sheila. Which one? The one when I said she was putting the trowel and makeup on. Not all the messages come through. It's a bit funny, isn't it, really? No, that's what she's saying. The cryptic one didn't come through, little Paul. No, the cryptic one was the tut-tut one, and it was responding to one that didn't come through. I sent a message previously to the cryptic one, and it got lost. The tut-tut was for your comment to Lucy. Great show. She'll be in in a minute, Lucy, anyway. In fact, she should... Well, how many minutes have I got? She's meant to be here by now, isn't she? You know what? When she first started here, very demure, very anything I can do to help. Now, oh, diva. Diva is not the... Oh, she's here. She's here. She's here. Be quiet. Be quiet. Oh, she's doing lemon lips at me now. Like that, you know, she does. You know, Les Dawson. We could be Les Dawson and Sissy and Ada, couldn't we? Like that. You're too young to know what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry. This is the navy and the pink. This is the navy and the pink. Now, Jay, where's the cardboard box with the tissue and the wrapped fabric in? That's what I want. Yeah, you see. £24.95. You get half a metre of the spot in the blue, half a metre of the deep... Where's my finger? Oh, there. Half a metre of the deep orchid, half a metre of the Paul shirt, half a metre of the azalea, half a metre of the... What? We could make little Paul's shirt and trousers out the half metre, exactly. This is what I was saying to you earlier. I've only got seconds left. When you buy this bundle, this is how it'll arrive. Wrapped up in tissue, in a box. The only time we send anything out like that is if you buy cut fabric. Cut fabric comes in a box like that. £24.95 for any of those three. I'll just put them back into shop for the last... just ring the call centre if you missed that. Or... if you're looking on the web, just look down there and they'll all be listed. They'll all be listed down there. You can just click on those and pop them in your basket. Right, Lucy Brennan's coming up next. She, apart from being lemon-lipped and pointing at me, she's going to be showing you, we're going to be selling bundles of fabric, and she's going to be showing you how to make two. They're very famous blocks, but we haven't shown you how to make them. So we're going to show you how to make two very, very well-known blocks. Be here in 3 minutes.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love. There are many different ways you can buy from us here at the Sewing Quarter. You can order from us by calling our free phone number at 0800 112 4433 and talk to the team at our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, there are other ways you can buy from us. You can go online and shop through our website at www.sewingquarter.com. You can even watch the show there and shop as you go. You can check out as many times as you like throughout the day and only pay a small fee of £2.95 postage and packaging for the whole day. We also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all products excluding custom cut fabric. Our friendly UK-based team will help guide you through every step.
For this tutorial we're going to be doing something called a tacking stitch. Now it's very, very similar, in fact it's the same as a running stitch, but this time it's going to be a lot bigger, so you can remove the stitches later because it's a temporary stitch. So again, using my embroidery thread, and I have put a knot on the very end, but this time instead of going through the back we're going to go through the front. So if I go through the fabric first, so this time you can see that I'm making these stitches a lot bigger, because this is just a temporary stitch that I want to be able to remove a lot easier. So if I just do another couple of stitches for you. So what you'll be able to do when you get at home and you want to remove the stitches, you should just be able to pull those out nice and easily.
Join us on Tuesday the 16th of May when, backed by popular demand, Joe Carter's Bear in a Bag returns to our screens. With brand new fabric options, we bring you Fantasy Bear, Space Bear, Seaside Bear and Meadow Bear. The kit includes everything you need to make your adorable bear, complete with its matching bag. This makes the perfect gift. So join Joe and Bear in a Bag on Tuesday the 16th of May at 9 AM, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
When you spend £10 on your first purchase, you will receive this free sewing kit from the Sewing Quarter worth £14.99. This show's called Traditional Blocks. We all know what this one is, because this is the starting of my one from one of my bedrooms that Lucy's promised she's been making me since I met her. At the beginning, I've been so rude about it today, she won't be able to rip it all up again or unpick it all and give me the pieces. So that is a log cabin. And this, no, I've got them the wrong way round, you did that on purpose. She did that on purpose. She passed this one, and that's the log cabin, John. This is the log cabin. Lucy, getting me in trouble. All the management are in. She's determined to have the Lucy Brennan show, I'm telling you now. I am joking. Right, okay. That's the log cabin, and this is the magistrate staircase. Courthouse steps. Courthouse steps, this one is called. Having never been in a courtroom myself. Oh, no, that's a fib. That is a fib. No, that is a fib. I've been in a magistrate's court. That's another story. In a past life. Anyway, come on, let's go and see. Oh, no, I've got to show you the bundles. I have to show you the bundles first, don't I? So we're doing these fabrics in 2 bundles. What I would do is I'd buy both of them because they are the most brilliant stash busting. Right, this one is called Oceana. It's like Miss Oceana. There's a Miss Oceana in Miss World, isn't there? Miss Oceana, 1978. Right, I haven't got the colours here. There's optical white, antique white, ivory, pale blue, pearl blue, right, and blue sea and ocean. Blue sea and ocean. Did you see all those? Sorry. Okay, that's Oceana. So you're getting 3 meters of fabric, 3 meters of fabric there for £26.95. Half a metre of each for £26.95. I know, beautiful, aren't they? Brilliant, as stash busters. And then the other one we've got is called Landscape. Right, okay. So what we got here, can you see these colours? Starting off with spearmint, emerald green, foliage green. Oh, there's the glacier grey again. Oh, no, that's glacier grey. That's mercury. And I've got what? Oh, slate. Slate. All right, can we have a look at the still of that one then, please? And then I can go for a wander, can I? There you go. Oh, welcome to the Sewing Quarter. There we go. There you go. Here's the greens. There's the greens. Right, now remember, excuse me, just to prove we are friends, aren't we? Now, no giggling, no spoiling the show today already. With the giggling. If you've got any questions for Lucy, make sure you web chat them in. Is the email working yet? Oh, just wait for that to work. So just web chat them in and they'll come through here and she'll be able to answer them. And Lucy has spent hours doing these instructions. Now, they're not instructions. They're about the sizes of the panels you have to cut. These will be on our website at some point today. If they happen during the show, I'll tell you, because the other day we told you it was going to be after the show, and then during the show we were told it was on. So don't worry if you're thinking, oh, because look at all the different sizes here you have to cut. So don't worry. When it's on the line, I'll tell you where it is and how to get to it. Okay, so Lucy Brennan, which one are we doing first?
We're going to do the log cabin first.
Okay, let me put that one to one side then.
The courthouse steps is a variation of a log cabin.
Oh, okay,
so we'll go with the original, traditional log cabin block.
Yes.
And the cutting instructions I've given you for a 12-inch finished block, which is quite a standard size. Yeah.
Now, would that be 12 inches once you've taken your quarter-inch seam allowance off there? So that's actually 12, 13 inches.
Unfinished, it's 12 and a half.
Oh, 12 and a half, so yeah.
And then finished, it's 12. So that's the cutting instructions. The measurements, it's just the measurements.
Okay.
Will give you that size of a block.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same size block with the courthouse steps. So if you wanted to mix them up,
so now, are the pieces that we're cutting out for this the same as the pieces we're cutting out for courthouse steps?
No, the sizes are different.
Oh, okay.
But the size of the strips is the same, but the size that you cut them to is slightly different.
Okay.
It'll make sense.
It'll make sense.
So
what I'm saying is, if you cut them all out, can you do one block of this, one block of the steps, one block of this, one block of the steps, or...
No.
No, all right then.
No, they are different.
Okay, so I don't want you to cut all your fabric up, thinking you're going to make both of them.
No.
So on here, the numbers are for both. That's just the log cabin.
That's the log cabin.
Oh, sorry,
and then that one is that one is the courthouse steps.
So that's the log cabin instruction. Not instructions, what you have to cut out, the size you have to cut out.
Just the cutting
And then on the other side of this, there are the courthouse steps. But we're going to be putting those on our website, and as soon as they're there, I'll tell you. As soon as they're there, I'll tell you.
And what I've done with that is, because it's just the measurements, I've just numbered it.
Yes.
Because obviously you might want to do it all green, or do it, just have it fading out like an ombre, just in one colour, and then some cream. There are so many different quilts and patterns you can create using a log cabin, depending on where you put the fabric.
Right.
So fabric placement is really important. But so I've just numbered it so people can do as they wish.
Brilliant.
In any kind of variety. So if you're doing the light and dark like this, where you put the next one, you can create different patterns.
Right.
So hopefully I'll be able to make another one, and then we can sort of see.
So where do we start?
So the first thing that we do is we're going to cut strips and then subcut.
I must ask you before we start, will you be needing the iron in this show?
I will a bit later on,
all right.
Yes. So the first thing to mention is, when you're cutting your strips, you want to cut on the straight of grain lengthwise, so along the selvage.
Right.
And the reason for that is you get less distortion. There's less give in the fabric. Obviously, there's not a lot of give, but if you cut widthways, there's just, you can see when you do that, you'll feel it when you do it, there's just a little bit more give, whereas when you pull that way, there's not.
Yes.
It remains, quite taut. So I always leave a selvage on, so I know. So I know which is.
If you cut the selvage off, you wouldn't know which way round.
You don't always know. Yeah. You do until it starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it's not so easy to tell. So if you cut that way, then you'll get less distortion, which means you keep the nice straight lines.
Right.
Even though it's very simple, it's technically difficult to maintain straight seams.
Okay.
So this is a really good one for practicing your 1/4 inch seam and pressing rather than ironing.
I'll get the pressing pad out in a moment. Now, I need to point out that in the bundles, the green comes with the grey fabric and the blue comes with the cream fabric.
I've mixed it up because that's what I do.
So if you're looking at this thinking, that doesn't look very grey on Lucy's doing it the other way around, but I'll go through the bundles properly with... So look, just quickly, sorry Lucy, but I just want people to know at home, the green comes with the grey, 6 metres for £26.95. 3 metres, 6 pieces, 3 metres for £26.95. And then the blue one, so you see what I mean? Lucy's done them the other way round colourways. So the blue bundle, it comes with the creams and the antique whites, and that comes 3 metres for £26.95. Okay, right, I'll let you get on now.
I'm going to make it the right way round now, so I'll do the green and the grey together. Okay. But you can mix.
Yeah, of course,
you can mix them up.
I'd buy both bundles because they're such good value, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
And all those colours are brilliant for your stash anyway, aren't they?
Yes, well, that's why I went with the blue and the green, because I think they're great stash builders, and you will find, you're turning to those colours for different things that you're making.
Right, so what are we cutting first of all then?
So the first thing I'm going to cut is the centre square.
Right.
Now, I always cut a strip because I'm going to make more than one block.
Right.
So I'll subcut it into the different sections. If you knew you were only going to make one, you could just cut your square. But generally, as quilters, we're making more than one block for a whole quilt. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut. So you can see that's the selvage edge of the fabric just on the other side, because I've already cut some off. Oh, it's like butter. That must have a new blade in it.
Okay.
It's like butter. That must have a new blade.
Yes.
Yeah. So then
So how big are you cutting this square then?
So this square is 3.5.
3.5 inch square, because this is number 1 on the pattern. Yeah, on the what would you call that? It's not in pattern. It's not instruction.
It's just
cutting instructions.
The
cutting instructions.
Yeah, or the cutting measurements.
Cutting measurements.
Yeah. So just for now, I've just cut 1.
Okay. And
then I've already subcut.
Okay, so should we just explain that the ruler? Let's pull that because is that the only cutting we're doing, or are you going to be cutting lots?
Well, I've already cut out all my strips, but I'm going to keep cutting the smaller pieces.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah. The ruler and the mat and the rotary cutter are all available. There's the ruler for £15.95 from So Easy. It's 24 by 6.5 inches, £15.95. Okay.
So.
Right, so number 2.
So I'm referring to my diagram,
yes.
And I'm going now with my lighter colour. Now, traditionally with log cabin blocks, the centre would be a different colour. It's very often red.
Oh, is it?
Sometimes yellow. And the red was for like the hearth, like the centre of the home and the warmth in the home. So
where would it be yellow then?
And yellow, I think, was the light, is to do with light.
Okay. So it's all got reasons,
It's all got reasons, and then traditionally you'd have one half darker and one half.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lighter.
Oh wow. So that's day and night, do you think?
That's one of the things. Yeah, it could be day and night. So it's really lovely learning about the different, the different quilt blocks and. The stories behind them.
Maybe we should get an armchair and we could do Lucy's
like a story time.
CBBS or whatever. What do they? You know the thing they have all the famous people reading the stories, like Jack Canary or something. We could have you sitting there on an armchair telling us the stories about the different quilts.
I would love that. And this is a very, very early quilt block. I think they found it early 1900s.
Oh wow!
Beginning of the 1900s. So. It's been around a while.
Mm-hmm. So number 1 is the centre, which is 3.5 inches squares. Now we're doing number 2, which is 2 inches by 3.5 inches. All these measurements will be downloadable, not downloadable. You'll be able to read them on our website later on today.
So I just like to build it up, and you can see as you're cutting.
So have you done the number 3 now then?
Yes. So now I'm going to do 4. So you can see as I'm cutting that the pieces look like they don't fit together, but they will when you've got... No, I haven't.
No, I have not.
But they will fit together once you've sewn them up.
Yeah.
So it goes round clockwise, and you can start anywhere.
Oh, okay, but as long as you go in the right order.
Yeah, and you want to always do it the same. So whichever way you're going round,
keep going round.
Keep that the right way and keep making them in that way. When you finish, then you can turn them. But it's one of those things, it's just more visually pleasing if it's always set.
I'll let you carry on. I'll shut up for a while because you're fed up with me talking. You carry on with your cutting and explaining what you're doing.
So I'm just following the measurements and keep cutting. And I like to check, refer back and check the measurements all the time, because it is one of those blocks where it's a little bit easy to get muddled. So it's quite nice having the numbers there to refer to. And although I've done this quite traditionally, there are lots of things that you can do with a log cabin, and you can make it look like a circle. If one half has thinner strips and one half has thicker. So you might do the dark one has thicker and that one has thinner strips, and then when you put them together it creates more of a circle. So I'm going on to the medium green.
I'm confused already. How do you know what colour? How do you know to cut the emerald green now then?
Because I'm looking at the diagram.
Oh, okay.
Because I've made the diagram, and these are just the colours that I've chosen to use and to make it with.
I know you
said I could mix it up.
But could you just do, if you wanted to,
yes,
any colour anywhere with the log cabin?
Yes, I have done that.
Oh, right.
I've done a couple
that's what
of.
I want on mine.
Yes, okay. I've done a couple of rainbow ones where one block was red, the next block was orange, the next block was yellow,
that sounds
next
nice.
block was green. So just and going through like that, and all the
but
centres.
different colour greens and different colour.
Yes, all different tones, but all the same
nice,
colour.
yeah.
And then in the centres were black, but very small.
But you still kept the centre as
Yes.
a different colour.
Yes.
Just so you know, they're just formatting these cutting instructions. They will be available after we come off air. That's what we said the other day, and then they went on. But after we come off air, right? Okay.
So it's really important when you're making log cabins that you are cutting the strips to the right size.
Right.
Because you don't want to have them be, you don't want to be doing it as you go along and trimming it, because that's how you get distortion.
Okay.
So you want to have done all your cutting and then start sewing them together.
Yeah.
So that one's not quite long enough. You can do wonky log cabin blocks where you intentionally make them wonky.
That'd be mine then. Are all these the same width finish then? All these stripes?
Yes, so they're all the strips are 2 inches. So
Now,
I've already just cut a whole load of 2 inches.
Yeah, in my brain, I think I've seen log cabins with different widths. Would that not be right?
Yes.
Oh, you can do them different widths?
Yes, you can do them in different widths. It just gives you a different effect, a different finish effect. Yeah. So this is the one I'm doing is the very traditional way of doing it, and the centre square is slightly bigger, and then all the strips are the same width.
And as you say, on the one you did, the centres of yours, the ones with black centres were tiny, were they? When you said
they
the
were
black
really
squares
small.
in the middle,
Yeah.
I bet that looked lovely.
I did them really small.
And who's got that one now then?
You can do. I think I sold it. Yeah.
Was that before you knew me?
I sold a couple of them. It was before. Yes. Sorry about that.
You got to shop then? Can I come
to
your house and buy some quilts?
No, well, I used to do it.
Okay, you haven't got time now, you're here.
I haven't got time, no.
I'm sorry, I'm distracting.
And then no, that's okay. Well, and then I was teaching as well.
Yeah,
so
of course.
I was doing this, look at this, I'm making a right mess. But there we go. So I've got all my pieces cut out.
It sort of makes sense now that they're all there.
It does. It still sort of looks like they wouldn't fit together.
Yes, yeah.
But if it looks like they wouldn't fit together, you've done it right. If it looks like
hope.
It looks like they would fit together.
Yes.
You've gone askew.
Yeah, okay.
So it should look like that.
Okay.
And then it's just a case of following it round and piecing it together.
So you have to go in order, I take it?
So you need to go in order, and you also need to use a scant 1/4 inch seam.
Scant?
Scant.
You mean smaller than?
Smaller than. So this is where you just go slightly away from the edge of your 1/4 inch foot if you've got one, or just a slightly smaller 1/4 inch, so that when it's pressed, when you've pressed the fabric back, it is a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
So that we're not losing anything in the measurement. So that's just for this block. You want to use a scant 1/4 inch. If you start doing it and find that the measurements aren't working out, it's probably because your seam is too big.
Yes.
So then you just want to practice going backwards. So it's quite a good one for testing out your 1/4 inch seam.
Now, I don't know if my friend Shamoy Mary's watching, because yesterday she bought she's completely and utterly new to sewing. She set up a craft room, a sewing room and everything. And then she bought one of the little toys to sew. And then she bought I keep calling it an elephant, hippopotamus. It's a unicorn. Right, got halfway through it.
Not even vaguely the same.
And then texted me going, I'm not a sewer, I give up. And I said, she should watch today and do one of these blocks. And she was like, oh no, it's too confusing. But it's not, is it?
It's not. You just cut out the pieces, the picture's there for you, you lay it out just like in the picture, and then you start sewing it together.
See, Mary, even you can make these. Even you could do
sometimes these. I think there are people that can do everything, of course, and I think some people find 3D sewing easier and some people find 2D sewing easier.
Oh, yes, you mean like as in the toys or the flat? Yeah.
I am a 2D
That's because you're not a dressmaker as well,
are
you?
Not a dressmaker.
Because when you draw up patterns for dressmaking, you have to be able to see a flat pattern but what it's going to look like in 3D, whereas you are pure... I'm not putting you down at all, but yours is visual, creative, whereas as a pattern cutter, you've got to actually think, now, where does that curve need to be?
3D.
Where does that dart need to be? So you think differently, that's all.
I would like to be able to do that. I plan on trying at
I'll
some
teach
point.
you that.
There you go.
I'll teach you that.
We can do that together.
Yes,
And I do little bags and things like that, you know, and I have
Don't tell them that, you'll be doing a bag show next week.
No, I have done toys and things. You know, I do little makes like that, but it's... I would prefer to follow a pattern because that's not how I always think of things. So, anyway.
So where do we start?
So we start...
Hang on, we're doing 2 blocks, aren't we, today? Oh,
yes.
we're all right. I need to
we'll keep going.
Yeah.
So, literally, you're following the numbers.
Yes.
So you're sewing 1 to 2.
Right.
So you're just sewing...
If you get confused, or if you're in a house with lots of mayhem going on and things like that, we had a new guest on yesterday called Jess, and she was making that bag project you want to make. And I was like, oh, you're going to be in so much trouble doing this. You know, we were doing something the other day and we flicked through the book and there was a bag with like a bookshelf on it and they'd used the salvages.
Oh, yeah, that's a lovely
she did that. We did that one yesterday.
That's lovely.
And she said she got very confused with what goes where. So she gets a little bit of masking tape and writes the number and just sticks it on. Yeah. Because imagine if you're in a workroom, or say she works in her dining room at home and she's got 2 young children. Yeah. And she said sometimes she'll start something, come back to it, and it's all around the room and everything. And then you've got to start all over again. Whereas if you put a little bit of masking tape on it, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I might add a little bit of time, but at least if it does get messed up, or you open the window and it all wafts away or something, at least it's all labelled and whatever.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. Yeah, you can do that. I have had a cat walk over
but
something
cats have
I've laid out.
That, they want to be on your newspaper.
It's very annoying.
On your computer.
No. So I'm going to sew these ones together. So this machine has a 1/4 inch setting, and I'm using the 1/4 inch foot. But even so, I'm not going to go right up to the guide. I'm not going. I'm not putting the fabric right onto the guide. I'm going to go ever so slightly away from it. Ever fractionally. Fraction.
Yeah, because 1/4 inch isn't much anyway, is it? So you can't go. Much further.
No, you can't go much further, and you don't want to have no seam.
I've got a good question here from Anne, who lives in Not Applicable. I think that's where she lives. Why do you have to do a 1/4 inch? Why does it matter as long as all the seams are the same?
A 1/4 inch is the standard
traditional
that quilters use. So if you're following a pattern, you need to use a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
It is very important that you maintain, that seam allowance. But if you're following a pattern and you've cut the pieces and your seam allowance is bigger, the pieces aren't going to
Okay, I understand that.
It
but
won't
if you're
fit
not
together.
following a pattern, you're cutting them yourself, and if you're a dressmaker like me, you do a 5/8 inch seam allowance.
Yes.
Is it because it would be too bulky in there if
Yeah,
you had 1/2 inch seam allowances or something?
Yes, it would be bulky, and then when you're quilting through it, it would. I think a 1/4 inch is what they have just discovered to be the perfect sort of a seam.
Hang on, it was Anne, was it, that just sent that message? Because Anne, if you look at the inside here, this is obviously the not the rough. I don't want to call it rough, but it's not nothing. But if you had 1/2 inch seam allowances all around here, imagine when you put your wadding on and you put your backing on, and then you wanted to machine. I don't know where you'd machine through on a log cabin, but you've got more bulk to get through, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's just the tradition. We'll just tell Anne. It's just the tradition, Anne, to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance in quilting. All our quilters do it. I was really shocked when I first started it. They were like, only a 1/4 inch? You know what I mean? So 1/4 inch seam allowance is the regular thing. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you could, if you want to do bigger, and you feel more comfortable doing bigger, then do bigger if you want to. But you might find especially in some of them where you have lots of seams coming together, if you do your Dresden or you do a star where you've got lots coming in the middle, you've got 6 lots of 1/2 inch seam allowances all coming in, then it's going to make it quite bulky, isn't it?
It's really bulky, yeah. And there are some times where you might use a slightly bigger allowance, like if you're doing needle turn applique. Yes. Some people prefer to do you know, a slightly bigger seam allowance, so they've got more
needle turn applique.
to
Andrea says, hello, how many 12-inch blocks would it make? No, would the pack make, roughly, and how many blocks for a quilt? So you're getting 3 metres of fabric.
Yeah.
So you must be able to get 3 metres, or don't be less, wouldn't it? Just less than 3 metres worth of.
Because you cut it,
block.
yeah, you're cutting it all up, so it's shrinking down all the time.
Let's quickly have a look at the fabric then. $26.95. That's the green and the grey that we're working on at the moment. You get half metre. We'll look at the blues when we do the other block in a minute. Okay, sorry, Lucy. Right.
No, that's okay. So, Andrea, how many blocks for a quilt really depends how big you want the quilt to be. So, if they're 12-inch finished blocks, however wide you want it to be, you'd make that many. So, if it was a baby quilt, say, you know, 40-something by 60-something, you're going to do a 4 by 6, just slightly bigger. But if you want a bigger one, you just keep adding them on. So, it's just however many, whatever size you want the quilt to be.
I'm just writing that down. Go on, Karen.
Whatever size you want the quilt to be, you can just make the blocks. So you know that they're going to be 12 inches.
Every day's a
So
learning day.
depending on what size quilt you want to make. So it's really up to you. The 12-inch finished block is just a sort of standard. And I did it that size so people could mix it in with other blocks if they wanted to. Or if they have a book that has blocks in, it might be this. You know, they probably finish at 12 inches, so then you can mix them in.
Right.
So you can do like a sampler quilt, which is quite nice.
Yes, of course.
So I'm putting
I hope that answered your question, Andrew. Anyway.
I'm putting the next piece on.
So this is now number 3.
So this is now number 3, and I'm going to sew it that way so the seam stays the right way.
You're wondering if you're getting so confused about all these measurements and how big they all were and everything like that. After the show, after noon, after 12 o'clock, Lucy's instructions, they're not instructions. They're like the cutting, how big you have to cut them. So that's the one we're working on at the moment. That's the log cabin one that we're working on at the moment. And it's got to see the list underneath. That's all the sizes of every single piece within that 12-inch block. I'll show you the other side. Well, if you watch the replay on YouTube, they won't have the measurements on there. You just need to, and you can't download them from our website. You can just go and read them. Right, okay.
So I'm not...
Oh, iron.
No, I'm not iron. I'm just finger pressing at this point because I don't want to keep dancing around you. But even when I'm at home, I tend to just finger press. Yes. You can press with an iron, but I've just found, I don't know if I'm a bit heavy-handed with it or my iron's a bit hot or old or I find it does distort it more than if I just give it a really good finger press.
Oh, okay.
So
because if you've got warm fingers, then it's fine, isn't it?
And that's just personal preference. Yes. You could use like a Hera marker, or there's like a roller, you know, people use sometimes. Yes. So it's up to you. But obviously you do want to be pressing your seams.
Get those little rollers in.
And I'm always pressing them out.
Yes.
So I'm always pressing them away from the centre square. So I just keep going around, and I haven't put instructions, but you're just following the numbers and adding the logs as you go along. So you can see now that that's going to fit perfectly on that.
Perfectly.
Yes.
But you always sew it then with the seam allowances up, don't you?
I always sew it with the seam allowances up because I don't like catching them underneath and then going the other way.
Amanda in Kent. John, my sister Terry from Uckfield watches you every day. Today is her birthday. Can you say happy birthday to her, please? She'll be thrilled. So that's Terry from Uckfield. Fizz Bob, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She only wanted you to say it.
No, she wanted you as well.
But happy birthday. Hope you're having a lovely day.
Hope you're having a lovely day. What did you get? What did she buy you? What did Amanda buy you? Get one of these bundles. Right, okay, moving on. Let's watch you do some sewing.
So just keep going around. You can use pins if you want to use
pins. Yeah. Lucy and John, what needle type and size do you use for piecing?
I usually use about an 11 or a 12. Needles have 2 sizes written on the packet.
Yeah, isn't that
the
70,
first
80
number, 70, 80, is American, and the second number is English. So I've heard, but they mean the same thing.
Oh, that's weird, because ever since I started at college all those years ago, we had 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yes, well, I know, I say the first number, but at the shop I worked in, they say the second number.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. So sort of a 75 and 80.
Yes.
Just
Everyday sewing.
For piecing, yeah, and then for quilting, probably a 90.
Yeah.
Is what I would use. But again, it might depend on your machine.
And the
it depends on the fabric that you're using.
Yeah, 'cause if you're doing denims, if you're doing a denim patchwork quilt, then you'd need to have a heavier...
So you'd use probably like a 90 jeans needle.
Yeah.
But I use a 90 jeans needle for quilting quite often.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think it was my friend Sheila that mentioned that she uses those. And
Sheila? That's not Sheila from Scotland.
Lovely
Oh,
Sheila.
now we got to mention, I was talking about you in the last show, and Sheila came in and sent a message going, tut, tut, John Scott. And we didn't know what she meant it, and she was going, being rude about Lucy.
Who was rude?
Me, I was saying about you. I can't remember what I was saying now.
I'm so used to it now, I just...
Oh, no, that
it
was
goes
it. I was
over
saying,
my head.
I said, at 8 o'clock, I said, you'd be in makeup, because it takes an hour for you to trowel it all on these days.
John Scott.
Oh, listen, I'm in at 4, don't you worry. Filling all the gaps, and I still look like this. Claire, I've done that one. That one was Claire, thank you, my love. Right, I'm going to put you off now, aren't I?
I know, don't put me off.
Yes, shut up, John.
So I just keep going, adding it as I'm going around. I'm finger pressing my seams, but press with an iron if you prefer. And of course you can use pins if you prefer to do that as well. Gone all quiet.
I'm just wondering when I'm going to leave you and go back and do the fabrics. No. I love watching you sew, you see. So
just going like that. So I've done it like an ombre effect.
What's that mean? I know.
I know. So using the same colours, the same colour in different shades.
Yeah, so you're going lighter to darker in grey.
Lighter to darker and lighter to darker with the green.
Apart from the middle one there.
Apart from the middle one.
Okay, just when I've gone, read my notes, because I'm going to go and look at the fabric, see if I got it right, because I was writing down how to do the block, because I'm coming over here now to do the fabrics. Right, okay, so the one that Lucy's using is the green one here. So what you get half a metre of each of the fabrics, each of these fabrics. So I've got what? I was going to say I've got spearmint. I've got emerald green, I've got foliage. I've got glacier grey, mercury, and slate in their fabric. 6 metres. I keep saying 6 pieces, 3 metres for £26.95. £26.95. Now, the next one, I haven't really looked at the blue one because we're going to be starting the blue block in a second. We're going to start the blue block in a second. So you've got optical white, you've got antique white, ivory, you've got pearl blue, that's there, you can't really see it there. You've got blue sea and ocean, because this is called Oceana. Miss Oceana. I'm not wrong in thinking that. In Miss World, they used to have a Miss Oceana, didn't they? Jay saying, yeah, he doesn't remember. It was so funny, he just came running in a minute ago as though we'd called him, and nobody had called him, and he was like, what, like this, and then just went off again. Anyway, they're the 2 fabric bundles. Make sure you come in and get them. If you've got them in your baskets, check out. Yeah, get back to the green one, because that's what we're doing. Now, Lucy, just so you know, we're over halfway through.
Right, so I'll just pause there, OK? But that's the general idea.
Right.
And you just keep
going
around. So I'll leave that one.
Now, would you, a quick question, if you were making a quilt, like whoever it was messaged in earlier saying how many to make the quilt and everything, would you just so if you've got this finished and say that was your finished one there, would you just automatically sew them together?
Right.
Or would you put sash them?
You can do, this is where the real fun comes in. Is the email working?
Which email?
Our email thing here.
Not yet, no.
Not yet, no. Because it would be nice to see if anybody's made it.
Oh, yes, but you can't at the moment because the email's not working.
But there are lots of different ways that you can put them together. So, and different designs that you can create in different patterns. So if you have the darks together, that creates one, and you can make it almost like a zigzag. So you can just make all your blocks and then decide how many you want to make, how big you want the quilt, and then move them around and see all the different patterns. And if you just did a search, it will come up with all the different patterns, traditional ones and all the modern ones.
And remember, if you're adding a sash, is it called a sash? Is it in between? When you do a stripe in between. Yes,
you wouldn't really do that with log cabins because then you lose the pattern.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask then. But if you are going to do a sash on any of them, remember that adds width. So don't be thinking, I've done 12 blocks, that'll make my thing. And then once you put the sashes in, it makes that much bigger. I think with log cabins, you wouldn't really put sashing in because it would, unless you wanted them to be bigger and create a different look, you could do. Okay, before we go, don't look. Before we go on to the blue one, got a lovely message from Noelle. Lucy has the most beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you.
She and John together make my day.
Oh, that's
Isn't that nice?
Thank you, Noelle. You've just made my day.
Right, out of your bundle, how many 12-inch blocks does it make? Loving the show from Tina.
I'm not sure. Yeah, because I've just made one, but it's hard to know because I haven't worked out. Would you be able
to work it out in the break?
I might be able to. Yes.
Would you mind?
I'll have a go.
I know you've got lots to prep for the next show and everything, but if you stay with us, because Lucy's back at the 11 o'clock show, if you can try and just roughly how many you'd get out of the bundle, that'd be brilliant. Because you can always buy the bundle as the day goes on, can't you, and everything?
Yeah.
Right, so now we're doing...
I'm trying to work it out in my head, but I can't.
The courtroom steps, which is a take on...
A log cabin.
Log cabin. I'll just show you this one. There it is. So that was... Let me move that out of the way. That was the log cabin there. And then this is the... Oh, sorry.
Neatly organised, that was.
Yeah, Jay's got to put that away in a minute, so it could be any... We could end up in the next street.
So this is a variation of the log cabin.
Yes.
So rather than... With the log cabin, it's going around.
Yes.
So the logs are going around the centre square.
Yeah. But these could be corner steps. If the courtroom was on a corner, the steps would look like this.
Okay, don't confuse me. So on this one, you're putting the strips either side. So the first two strips are going above and below, and then the next ones are going this side. So it's radiating out.
Again, after the show, all these instructions, the cutting instructions will be on our website, and we'll show you in a minute where to go for them. But in a minute, I'll show you on the website where you'll find them. But they'll be after our show, after midday, after we finished on air. Monday's a big day here with meetings and things like that. And the IT department are all here in a meeting and everything. So they are doing it, but it might take till after the show. Right.
Because they're just busy. So I'll need to look at that in a minute to remind myself of what I'm doing. So I'm doing... I've just started doing it differently now, but never mind. That's all right.
Well, no, that's that one.
I was going to do the blue.
Number 2 goes there.
I know, but that should be the cream. But I'm just going to do the blue. I've done it now.
It's called Courtroom Steps.
Never mind.
One. Did you do this one after you'd done the Drunkard's Pathway?
Yes.
I'm going to need to learn all these names eventually, aren't I?
So that's that.
I'll write it in my notebook. Well, did I write my notes properly? Or did you not understand it?
Yes, I understood it, yes. So then, again, just similarly, you build it up. But this time, so 2 and 3 are the same, 4 and 5 are the same. So each one that's either side of the
one
square...
you're doing then is going to be slightly different to the one we've made there then, because you're using the different colours.
Yeah.
The correct colours this time.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do as I wish.
It's your show. Sure show, Lucy. Beverly, thank you, Lucy, for your help with binding. You explained things so well. John, I'm loving your shirt. Thank you very much indeed, Beverly.
Thanks, Beverly. Thank you. She made a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, I saw it on Facebook.
Yes,
did you put it on Facebook?
I think that's Bev. I'm sure that's Bev. Yeah. I think that's the only person I've helped with binding. So.
No, I think you help everybody every day.
I try.
Yes, you are very trying. Yeah. Keep going. The management's in.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
she gets more messages than me now, doesn't she?
So we just keep building it
up. Sewing Quarter with Lucy Brennan. That's what it should be called.
Stop, John.
There's that smile you're all loving. That was a grimace, that was a... Shut up, John Scott. Anyway, keep going.
So The measurements for this are actually slightly easier because you're cutting a lot of pieces that are going to be the same.
Oh, yes, because on the thing they get bigger as you go round,
yes,
don't they?
They keep getting bigger. Yes, yeah. So this one is slightly easier, but I'm still checking.
You're number 7 now, are you?
Because you want to measure twice, cut
once. Exactly.
Check twice, measure twice, cut once.
Yes.
I think is the best.
And don't have me wittering on in the background.
About it. No distracting.
And you've had your nails done as well?
I have.
Very nice.
Thank you. So with the, I really like the white, antique white and cream.
I thought you went like that, and I thought, I really like the way she's done my nails. That's what you were going to say. No, anyway, sorry.
So I just really like those combinations because it's very subtle and it's probably quite difficult. It's probably better in the bundle. It's quite difficult to pick up on camera, but it's a really nice gradation.
Yeah. So you get pearl blue. Hang on, I'll go to the other end. Optical white, antique white, ivory, pearl blue, blue sea, and ocean. All those for £26.95, half a metre each.
Ocean.
Oceana. Did you used to watch Miss World, where they had Miss Oceana?
Yeah, no, my mum's a feminist. I did not watch Miss World.
All right. Okay. Jane, I'll move on. Being head judge of Miss Great Britain, I'll just move on. Morning! I had a day off so I can watch live today instead of in my bed at night. Oh, Jane. Oh, it's Jane with the one. I have you both on my iPad. Your voice is coming through my And then we've run out of... I bet that's the speakers.
No. Hi,
and
Jane.
One last message. Terry, this is from Terry. Hello. Oh, it's Terry Frockfield. Thank you so much for my birthday message. It's made my day. Thanks, Mandy.
Aww.
Come on, one job, she says. Yeah, she could be the producer. I think we don't need little Paul, do we?
No.
You're supposed to say yes.
Yes, we do. He's vital.
He's vital.
Vital.
He's little. He's not like being vital.
You get me in trouble now.
You made a mistake. Oh, no, that's right.
I will in a minute.
So another one.
Keep on at me.
Right, now, this will confuse you because this is different colours, but this is the courtroom steps block. Finishes at a 12-inch, does it? 12-inch block.
Finishes at 12, yeah.
Yeah, like we finish at 12.
Check that. We do?
Well, no, we don't, because we have to go into meetings and everything, don't we?
We do.
Oh, look, you get so many messages when you're on Lucy Brennan. This is Sally in Suffolk. Morning, lovely people, enjoying the show. Sitting on my sofa on my day off with a cup of tea and wearing slippers I made after seeing one of your... That'll be the one with Sammy Claridge. We did slippers with Sammy Claridge in the lovely Tropicana fabric.
Oh, that was lovely. Look, it's like confetti.
I know, what a mess.
I know.
Poor old Jay's going to come in a minute and go free.
Sorry about that. So, there we go. So that's your courthouse steps.
Right.
Now with this one, I found it easier to use my 1/4-inch foot. So I'm not using a scant 1/4-inch with this one. I think it's because you're not... Just because of the construction. Just because. Okay. It's easier. Because you can put those two together and then...
Yeah.
Building up. You're doing it in a
so construct.
Way. So I shall construct. So I'm just following...
so you don't have to go around... What you're saying is you have to spiral
You're not spiralling.
So
no,
would you put the two... Oh, I'll wait.
Go on, what were we
I was going to say, would you do these two first? Would you do number 2 and number 3 to number 1 first?
And then
do number 4 and 5 together.
Exactly.
Then do 6 and 7 together. So you're not spiralling.
Exactly. You're not spiralling.
I'll let you stitch a few and then I'll go back to the fabrics.
Yeah. So,
that's all right.
And I just do the same thing again, finger press, but by all means you can.
You see, that's where we
iron.
Contradict each other because as a dressmaker, you iron every time you've done a seam. You iron it.
Yeah, I think the thing is because that's enough. That's enough.
Yes.
That it's there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're not heavy-handed like I am, you might want to press it. Yes. But I am quite heavy-handed.
But also on a dress, you'd never have a seam that was just 4 inches long.
Well, no, exactly. You'd have long.
Exactly,
yes. Yeah. So with this one, like if it was a log cabin, I'd be putting it there. Yeah. But with this one, I'm putting it on the opposite side of the one I've just sewn.
Okay, so now, just whilst Lucy's saying that, 'cause she's just saying a straight line. After the show, what you need to do to find these cutting instructions, but it won't be there till after the show, but this is what you do. You go to www.sewingquarter.com, then you'll get the main page. And you see at the top there, it says Shop, Learn, Watch and About. You click on Learn, then you press on Projects, and here are the projects. Now, there's your butterfly from last week, look. Are any of those yours? Anyway, see, Angie made me a bag with my initials on it, see. Somebody cares. So that's where it'll be this afternoon, your cutting instructions.
I haven't had time to make you a bag because I'm making you a quilt.
Okay, 4 quilts.
4 quilts.
No, 3 quilts. 3 quilts.
3 quilts. 3. Let's not go overboard.
Yes.
So when I've pressed these, I'm still continuing to press away from the square. But so then it's slightly different when I'm sewing. I want to make sure I'm not catching that seam that's facing up. So I just need to be cautious of that.
Naomi's messaging from West Yorkshire. I do love it in West Yorkshire. I know I'm not supposed to have favourites. And then I thought this was going in a completely different way. But Lucy's my favourite.
Oh.
You're not too bad either, John. Lots of love, Naomi.
That's very kind, thank you. No, the thread just came out.
All right, while you're refilling the machine, would you mind if I go and do the fabric?
No, go right ahead. I'll just continue sewing the strips either side.
We're using the blue now, so come and have a look at the blue. So, in the blue, this is the bundle. You get, optical white, antique white, ivory. You get pearl blue, you get sea blue, and you get ocean. Which one's your favourite to waft? I think the sea blue's lovely in this one, isn't it? So you get half a metre of each. Look at that beautiful colour. It's stunning, isn't it? Really, really lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous colours there. They all go together so well, don't they? But if you got the two, imagine if you bought the 2 blocks. You could mix the blues, the greens, mix and match. Very nice. The whites and the greys and everything. So that's the blue block. That's the Oceana block. That's one Lucy's using for the courtroom steps. We've also got this one, which is called, it's not called green, it's called landmark, isn't it? Or landline, or landscape even. And in the landscape, you get spearmint, emerald green, foliage, glacier grey, mercury, and slate. They're lovely, aren't they? Emerald green's lovely, isn't it? Again, you get half a metre of each of these. Beautiful, isn't it? Really, these colours are beautiful, aren't they? Oh, there's right on Jay's ironing. And I'm going back because it's all about Lucy and her sewing, isn't it? Oh, I'll switch the iron off now then.
What if there was a wobble there? Then I'm blaming you.
What wobble?
You banged the table.
I told you, didn't I? And the management drinks today as well. They'll be doing all their surveys on us all today.
No. Are we being surveyed?
Oh, no, you're all right.
Oh, okay.
I meant me.
Phew. So you can see I'm just keep building on it and adding either side as I'm going along. So it's easier to keep track. But again, if you use a light and a dark...
I'm really, really sorry to disturb you.
That's okay.
Just so you know, there's been an issue with the price, right? How much is it meant to be? No, sorry, how much did we have on the graphics? Right, the graphics were saying £26.95. Now, don't worry if you've bought this. Don't worry if you bought it. But you won't be paying £26.95. Is it going to come up? OK, you're going to be paying £18.95. So anybody who's bought it, anyone that's got it in your basket, when you check out, £18.95. We do apologise for that. We do apologise for that. Somebody will be fired. It's our error. No, it's not Jay. It's not Jay this time. I didn't do it. Did you do the price?
No, I did not.
Oh, Jay, don't wobble like that. Right, carry on going. So £18.95. Brilliant price.
Yes.
£18.95.
Good.
So anybody who's already checked out, you will only pay £18.95. Anybody who's got in your basket, you will only pay £18.95. Anybody who's watching now or later on the repeat, you will pay £18.95.
Which for 3 metres is great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fantastic. So I'll just keep going, and I'm always sewing from that side so I can keep an eye on my seams.
Yes.
And the reason for that is because if you're going along and it folds back like that, you've created a kind of a ripple there, which it's not too big of a deal, and you can just press it but you down.
Because these look so lovely. Because I'm sorry to go back to when I trained, but you would train, the way they used to mark us at college is they'd look at the dress that you'd made, then they'd turn it upside down and put it on the stand inside out as well, and see where you hadn't, when you botched it. And
the other difficult thing is because then when you come to baste it and lay it out, and then you end up with these little bumps.
And you'll know it's there.
And also quilting through, I mean, I hand quilt when I get a chance. But even machine quilting, your machine might struggle with it to keep a straight line. And also if you're hand quilting.
Okay, I'm going to ask a quick question. While you're still making these blocks, but if you'd made these and you'd made them into a big bed size one, where would you do your machine quilting on a log cabin? If you layered up a log, you're making my bedspread, and you've put your wadding in there, and you've put your pale blue or pale green on the back and everything, and you've made it all out, and you haven't bound the edges yet, and you're going to machine quilt this. What would you do? Circles? Would you follow lines in there? Would you zigzag?
Personally, I'd probably follow lines.
The actual seam lines.
Well, you could follow the seam lines, so that's stitching in the ditch.
Yes.
So you could do that. Or you could follow the shapes. So partly it depends on how you arrange them.
You'd to do that, like a zigzag across like that.
You could do a zigzag, or even, echo it, or you could echo the squares.
Echo meaning you're just inside the seam lines.
Just keep going. So you would do a square here.
Oh, right.
And then you would echo it.
A square within a square.
You do a square that, and keep building it up like that. But depending on how you arrange them, you'll get different effects. My auntie gave me a magnet set, and each of the magnet is a log cabin, and you can play around with the magnets, creating the different.
That's nice.
That's something I like to do.
I've got fridge
every
magnets.
weekend.
Yes,
play with my magnets.
This one, if you did this one, you could put those. You could do it in yellow, like the steps to a real courtroom. You know what I mean? Like so you don't fall over, so you can't sue the courtroom. They put yellow tape, don't they, across each the top of the steps, so you don't fall over. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like double yellow lines, like outside, so you can't park.
You've got double yellow lines outside your courtroom.
Yeah, I think like a free motion design all over would look really pretty. Yeah. Adding some movement into it, not necessarily having it be, something very square. Would look really lovely. But lots and lots of things that you can do.
Exactly.
There we go. So then I would add this one on. I need to press that. Got that right.
So have you got a magistrate step quilt at home? No, courtroom step, sorry.
Courthouse.
Courthouse step.
You'll get there.
Courtroom's American, isn't it? I was in America.
Yeah. What, in your mind?
No, in my mind I was, not when I got arrested. No, I've not been arrested. It's getting worse, isn't it? The day with all the management in. I'm getting everything wrong today. And little Paul is, so. He didn't hear that, so that's good.
He didn't.
Right, okay, while you're stitching that, let's go over and do a recap, because now they've got the better price. Let's do this then. Okay, but we'll show you on the slide here. The Landscape Spectrum Solid Bundler, you get 6 half metres, £18.95. So you get the spearmint, you get the emerald, you get the foliage, you get the glacier grey, mercury, and you get the slate for £18.95. Now, if you're thinking you're getting 3 metres of fabric, that's fantastic, isn't it, for £18.95? And then the next one, the blue one, the Oceana one. So what you get in this is you get antique white, optical white, antique white, and ivory. You get pearl blue, you get sea blue, and you get ocean. They're beautiful colours, aren't they? So you're getting half a metre of each of those half a metre of each, and it's good quality, 100% cotton, washable at 30 degrees. Macawa solids, 6 half metres for £18.95. There you go. £18.95. There's the code there. Just ring the call centre. Or, of course, if you go follow down the screen underneath me. Now, if you go down the screen underneath me, it might still have the old price on, but you are going to pay £18.95. I do apologise about that. A glitch in the system. I'm going to blame it on that virusy thing that's going around the computers. That's what I'm going to blame it on, and nobody else. That's what I think, anyway. So if that's a computerised computer, that could get it as well, couldn't it?
It could.
No, it couldn't.
Anything could get it. None of us are safe.
Nobody's safe anyway. I still think a piece of paper and a pen's are much better. And I like getting real letters as well.
Oh, it's lovely.
I've got a lovely letter there. I'll tell you about that later. Anyway.
There we go. So
only got 2 minutes left till the end of the show.
Nearly there. So it would be that one and that one.
Yeah, you can keep
and
going
that one.
for 2 minutes.
I'll keep going. Oh. I'm just showing where I'm up to. I've caught a thread. I was just using these scissors. I've not used these ones before, but the weight of them is lovely.
They're nice, aren't they? The little stalk scissors.
Yeah.
We had Heron Grey earlier, fabric, and Paul said, like our little scissors. And I was like, no, Paul, they're stalks. I don't know. Anyway, they're lovely, aren't they? Right, we've only got a minute left. So don't forget, the bundles of fabric are £18, excuse me, and 95 pence. 2 options. We've got the landscape one there, which you get emerald green, foliage green, spearmint. You get glacier grey, mercury grey, and slate grey, half a metre of each for £18.95. Or, of course, we've got the other one, the Oceana. There it is, Oceana solid fabric bundle, £18.95. You get optical white, you get antique white, you get ivory, you get pearl blue, you get sea blue, and you get ocean blue, all for £18.95, half a metre for each. The code's on there, but you just have to ring the call centre. They'll know exactly what you're talking about. And whether you, now look, if you're watching, right, whether you've already got it in your basket, whether you've already checked out, whether you want to buy it, the bundles are £18.95, not £26.95. We do apologise for that.
I was just going to say that if you you look at me in horror that I'm going to speak. Sorry.
Waiting for your speech.
So if you're beginning, it is a good idea it's a good idea to pin anyway, but particularly as you're getting to the longer strips, because sometimes when you're sewing a long line, you can unintentionally be pulling one more than the other, and if you're pulling, which is why it's good to cut against the selvage so you're not getting that distortion. But if you're, without realising, pulling one more than the other, it's not going to fit. So if before you start sewing you pin at the beginning and the end, and possibly in the middle, then it will work better.
If you're watching on YouTube, I do apologise. We've got into the next show. We're just going to finish now and go for our little break, because Lucy's back in an hour with that gorgeous bed thing. Don't miss the next hour. It's me with the most amazing fabrics. We will see you in 3 minutes from now. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
It's easy to buy the products you see on our shows. To buy any of the items featured on today's programmes, just head over to our website www.sewingquarter.com. Click on the video stream and you'll be taken to our watch page. Here you'll find the product that is on air right now at the top of the page. Beneath that, you'll find all the products demonstrated in this morning's shows. To add an item to your basket, simply log into your account or register with us. Then you can either check out or keep shopping. Remember, our flat rate delivery charge lets you shop all day and check out as many times as you like, and only pay once for postage and packing. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com. When you spend £10 on your first purchase, you will receive this free sewing kit from the Sewing Quarter worth £14.99. Join us on the 17th of May when Jo Carter will be showcasing a brand new cuddly creation. Inspired by the popular children's nursery rhyme, Jo Carter has exclusively designed for Sewing Quarter these adorable owl and pussycat softies, complete with their own pea green boat. She'll take you through this project step by step. So join Jo at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. to make sure you don't miss out. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. Now, I'm starting this show off. I've got such special fabrics for you today. But I'm going to start with this gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful bundle. That's me. John Scott presents. That's me. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they absolutely? These are called Natural Collection. This is called the Natural Collection, right? So what you get is you get half a metre of each of those fabrics. Keep looking at them because you get half a metre of chocolate, half a metre of foliage, half a metre of pistachio, half a metre of Vienna orange, half a metre of latte, and half a metre of ochre. I love these fabrics. Look at those. Aren't they just stunning? Now, you're most probably wondering, why has he just got one bundle? Why has he just got one bundle on the table? Well, can I tell you that this bundle, I'm about to show you some premier fabrics, right? I'm about to show you some premier fabrics that these all go with. Now, if you're watching, what day was it? We had Friday. If you're watching Friday, we had a show with fabric made by the same company. So I would say it was similar because it's of an ilk, the essence of, right? Everything was flying out the door, because you loved it. I absolutely adored it, right? So now, if you remember, that was all just black and white, wasn't it? Apart from, now, we've got an explanation, mate. We were selling the fabric called Basset. No, hang on, which way around was it? And it was a beagle, and I do apologise. I just read out what was on the screen. And I don't know about dogs like that. If it'd been cats, I'd have been fine. Anyway, make sure you pop one of these in your basket, because all the fabrics I'm about to show you will go so beautifully with all of those Natural Collection colour. Now, and we always know how many people join us for a new collection of fabrics, and we also know, now, the other thing this hour, you really, if you pop it in your basket, if you know you want it, check out straight away, because popping it in your basket doesn't guarantee that you've got it, and so many people are coming in on that weekend for the dogs and the cat fabric. So, this is a bundle for £18.95, and you get 3 meters, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 metres of fabric you get there for £18.95, £18.95 for all those gorgeous colours. Right, would you like to start seeing the fabrics? Oh, now I need to explain something else. There are 2 collections I'm going to be showing you today. There's a kind of country fair, very exquisite, very elegant, very sophisticated linen type fabric. And, like Little Paul, and then after that, there's the kind of fun-filled, still beautiful, but completely different ilk. You'll see. That's me, fun-filled. Right. Are you ready? Now, I just love these. You are going to adore these. Now, what I'll do is I will introduce all of the first ones together, and then we'll go through them, right? I'll introduce all the first ones, Are you ready for this? You're going to love this. Right now, these are a linen fabric that are 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you got a close? Are you ready? Look. Isn't it beautiful? I love, love, love this fabric. It's called Stags. And wait till you see the price. Wait till you see the price. Now, obviously, this is a metre that I've got on the table, and we sell in half-metre increments, but I just want you to see the repeat of the fabric. And look how wide it is. Hang on, I've got a tape measure here. Let me just measure the... I think it's 150. Half a metre for £4.95. I'll put my hand in so you can get the proportion. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it fantastic? It's the Stag fabric. It's 80% polyester. It's 55 inches wide, which is 141 centimetres. 141 centimetres. I just love it. Look at each of these stags. Look at this traditional. Now, if you were to go to one of those, just a normal department store, to their cushion department, and you bought a cushion made out of fabric like this, how much would it cost you? Now, it's so wide that right, let me just fold it in half. If you bought half a metre, right? So if you buy half a metre, so this is half a metre. Let me just do that. Oh, hang on, is that right? Let me just get this. I want to get this exactly right for you because I don't want to mess up because we've had enough gremlins in the system. Half a metre. Loads of you on the phone line already. Loads of you on the phone line already. So if you buy half a metre, this is what you'll get, right? There you go. That's half a metre. That's half a metre, right? That's what you'll get for half a metre, right? Imagine how you could make a huge cushion out of half a metre, couldn't you? That's half a metre. That's what you get for your £4.95. But as I said, it's really wide. It's 56 inches wide. And that. Oh, yes, sorry, I'm getting carried away. We will go through them again because you want to see all of them, don't you? Because what happens is loads of people on the phone line already, but... Whoa, right, I love this one. This is one I'm definitely going to buy this one. I love this one. That's not just a shopping telly presenter talk. You ready? Look. Oh, upside down. It's upside down. One job. You've got one job, John. Look. Now, again, I'm showing you a metre, but you can buy in half-metre increments. £4.95 pheasants. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? You see, now I've seen a shop on Oxford Street with a cushion. They have one in Solihull as well. A cushion made of fabric very, very similar to that. And it was the cushion was in big double figures. Just so you know. I love it. It's lovely, isn't it? It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester mix, this one. Just fantastic. So that's the pheasants. That's the pheasant fabric. Oh, Jay. Honestly. Right. Next one. There's four I've got to show you. Look at this. This is so cute. This one's hares. Now, they're not like Little Paul's got no hair, but look how gorgeous is this. How fantastic. Oh. You could do a whole range of cushions for your conservatory, for outside in the garden, anywhere you want to. Machine washable, 30 degrees, remember. Now, it's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. It's just beautiful. This is the one. This is just adorable, isn't it? So you could have a stag's cushion, a pheasant's cushion, a hare's cushion. What will be the last one in this collection? What animal, can you guess what animal will be the last one in this collection? What'd you say, Richard? Trout. It's not a trout, no. A trout. That's the fish range next week. I'm joking. I don't know if we have got a fish range. Wild horses. On wild horses, let me ride away. You'll only know that if you're old and you can decipher my dreadful singing. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Wild horses. Like stallions, but those very placid. Oh, hang on. Very placid one there. Aren't they lovely? Now, which one are you going to go for? Loads and loads and loads of you on the phone line. Loads of you on the phone line. Do you know what? Maybe I should show you the other range as well. I'll do that now so you can make your mind up, because you might be thinking, oh, I'll go traditional, but you might not want to go traditional. You might like a cheeky fabric. This is nice. Look, fox on the run. Fox on the run. Don't know the rest of that one. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous? And again, what I love is, look, they're all looking the same way, and then suddenly you get two chatting. That'd be me and Paul, right? That'd be me and Paul. Then all the others walking along, me and Paul having a little chat there. Oh, actually, where's the next ones? Hang on. We're chatting about, I'll tell you what we're chatting about. Gossiping, we are. Where's the others? Oh, there. They're not even in the same place. There's one there. There's one there. There's one down there. You can't see them all on your screen there. £4.95. £4 at 90. People added that to their basket already. I'll go through all of them. Make sure you check out your basket. Make sure you... Now, do you see why those all work so well? Anyway, now, little bit of fun. Look at this one. That's a big print, that one, isn't it? Remember, half-metre increments. So I'll show you what half-metre looks like. There you go. The only reason we show you a metre is so you can see the repeat of the fabric. But there, look how whimsical this is. So you've got Woody the Woodpecker. This way. That's half a metre, Michael, from there to there. And then it's 50... Yeah, he's not making... This is the top of the fabric. This is directional fabric. So this is, when you buy half a metre, that's how it'll be. Selvage to selvage here. The fabric's too wide. Let me show you. Can you go wide, Michael? You see, there, that's what you'll get for half a metre. The reason we show you a metre is the repeat in the fabric. You see, you might want to repeat the fabric. If you're doing the... furnishing or something like that, you want to know where the repeaters in the fabric. So anyway, getting back to this, we've got the fox that you saw earlier, so you can mix and match it with the fox fabric. Little toadstools. Oh, now, Vanessa was talking this morning on the radio about, she'd been to the launch of a children's film over the weekend, and they'd made little mushrooms like this, where they'd done a marshmallow, a strawberry, and then drizzled chocolate on the top of it. They sound delicious. Anyway, hedgehog. We're showing it very quickly. We'll come back. Lots of people coming in for that one. I'm getting carried away. Paul's going, move on now, John. I'm getting excited, you see. Right, two more in this range. Oh, now if you like that one, you're going to love this one. You're going to absolutely love this one. Because all the little animals on that one are all on this one. No big trees. The owl, the fox, the hedgehog, the mushrooms, the flowers, the woody woodpecker, Sid the squirrel. Hang on, where's the owl? Now, I'll put my hand in so you can see the size of the print on there. Again, 4-pack. These are called Forest Friends. Forest Friends. They're gorgeous. Sally from Suffolk, still here in my slippers. I am loving these fabrics from Sally in Suffolk. Thank you, Sally, my love. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they just gorgeous? One more to show you. Now, I don't really understand. I understand all those prints, but maybe you'll be able to enlighten me. I'm not quite sure I understand this print. It's foxes again. It's called Scandi. Now, maybe I'm missing out. I don't understand. Maybe these are Scandis. I don't know. Yeah, you've got the same foxes from the last piece of fabric, sitting up, walking, and everything. But then you've got in between it, you've got all these like triangular designs at £4.95 for half a metre. Now, that's all the fabric I'm going to show you in this hour. So should we go through each and every one? Right, I'll do the stags first because they're the most popular so far. Yes, little Paul's getting so overexcited in the gallery. Right, here we go, let's put this. Okay, so I'll just put that there. So let's keep this to one side. So this is, should we keep this, Paul, in down there? All right then, I'll just show you this. So this is the Natural Collection. £18.95. You get half a metre of all these gorgeous fabrics. So you've got ochre, you've got pistachio, you've got foliage green, you've got, hang on, what was it? Latte, Vienna orange and chocolate. So those, check out your baskets. That's all I'm saying. So stags first. That's the most popular so far. Here's the stag fabric. This is lovely, isn't it? So now, imagine, well, you know what you could do? I'm saying back the cushions backwards and forwards, but for the stag fabric. But you know what? You could use this with this. Look. You could use that one. You could use this one. See, wouldn't those look lovely? Lovely together. The chocolate, because these all come, you don't have to buy these separately. These come in that bundle the bundle that's at the bottom of the screen, which will be there in a minute. It will be there in a minute. Really beautiful. Now, it's 80% cotton, 20% polyester, and I just love it. Have a good look at these stags on here. Doesn't it look lovely? Oh, £4.95. That's not your eyes at home. Don't worry, it's just Richard's. £4.95. You can really see the linen-y texture. Now, I need to tell you about this. It's like a mix between linen and canvas. It's not a heavy canvas. It's a lovely soft fabric, but it has got that linen canvas feel to it. That'll be the 80. It is machine washable, 30 degrees as well. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it just gorgeous? The print on there. It's so classic, isn't it? But lovely, full of character. You see, what I'd be tempted to do was buy a half metre of each of these fabrics and then make something for the same room. Aren't they lovely? Oh, here we go. Paul's got his word book out. Majestic. Majestic. No, not like in a dictionary. He's got a book with words written down that he's learnt over the years. Majestic, he's just said. Isn't that lovely? I just think it's fantastic. Very classy and elegant. Country. Got lovely with tweed. Oh, if you've got a leather Chesterfield sofa, wouldn't these look lovely if you made cushions on there? You've got a what? Paul's got a stag cushion, apparently. And he's got a stag set. Not a real one, on his wall, next to his chandelier. £4.95 for half a metre. So maybe your mum could buy some of this and make you some cushions. It's fab, isn't it? £4.95 for half a metre. Now, I don't want you to miss out. If you've got it in your basket, and you know you want it, please check out. You'll only pay 1p for the whole day, remember. So check out. The thing is, once you've checked out, it's yours. It's secure. It's done. It's yours, right? I don't want you to put it in your basket thinking, oh, that's it, I'll come back later. Because if it's anything like the fabric the other day, people are coming back later to check out the baskets and all sold out. We hadn't had this. This is a premiere. We've not had this before. We had one with dog and cat stamps on it and everything like that. You're loving your stag fabric there. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, next favourite. Oh, that's what I picked up. The hares is second favourite in this range. Isn't it lovely? No, I did pheasants next. Earlier. This is lovely, isn't it? This is hares, and again, look, if you want to mix and match it with different colours. Oh, I've lost you, Paul. Right, look at the colours there. Look at those gorgeous colours there with the hares. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what I was going to do this hour was I was going to stick with one range and the other range, but you're all loving the tree one over there, so I'll have to go to that one next. £4.95 for half a metre, remember? Right, now loads of you have got this in your basket. You do need to check out your basket. You do need, to guarantee getting it, you do need to check out your basket. And we're moving on. That's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Oh, sorry. I thought you said you wanted to do the tree one. All right. It's all right. £4.95 for half a metre. Which one? They weren't hares. Which one do you like? That one? The one facing away? That one? He's having a good little nose, isn't he? See what the others are doing. What I love about these fabrics, all the animals, they've all got little characteristics, haven't they? It's not just a block print that they've decided to stamp on. It's a really lovely... And with the natural collection here, don't they go so beautifully? Okay, if you've got the natural collection in your basket, you need to check out. You need to check out. We're very, very low on stock on that one now already. And we're only, 15 minutes into the show? Anyway, the hares fabric is gorgeous, isn't it? That linen background, 80% cotton, 20% polyester, remember? Really, really lovely fabric. And it looks so expensive, doesn't it? But that little bit of polyester is going to make it more hard wearing, isn't it? Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I've got a best dress hasn't arrived yet, so I'll carry on talking about the hares. No, it's from Son. It's our Son. Oh, Sonia's bought a picture of the stags. To go with a full wall mural. Mural. It's a mural. Mural, not muriel. That's what Hilda Ogden used to call hers. What she got, mural? Full forest. Oh, I'm coming round yours, our Son. She only lives local. I'd like to see that. You know, Sonia, when the emails are working, send a picture of your full... Oh, they are? So they can email the studio now. Right, Sonia, I want a picture of your mural. Anyway, that's lovely, isn't it? Please check out your back. This has now taken over. This has now taken over the #1 slot. Right, look at this. Right, are you ready for this? This is just, I'm just going to read out names now for the hares, right? The hares. Oh, loads of people have multi-bought. Oh, it's just changing. Leslie, Sylvia in Staffordshire, Sylvia in Hampshire, Annie, now there's a lot of you in Hampshire, so I hope you don't go around to each other's houses going, oh, I've got that cushion. Rita, Rosalind, Jane, Judith, Linda, Susan, Carol, Joan, Jill, Jean, Hilary, Jackie, Dawn, Susan. Now, these are the people who need to check out their baskets. Martine, Sarah, Sylvia, Karen, Claire, Anne, a collector, Barbara, Anne, Pat, Alan, collector, Pauline, Jane, and Helen. Please check out your basket. I don't want you to miss out. Lots of people multi-buying. Lots of people. That's just this fabric. That's just this fabric I'm talking about at the moment. Isn't it lovely? It's so cute, isn't it? Oh, okay. I thought you said you wanted to... Oh, well, I just said I was going to do this, but then Paul said this is the most favourite. So, in this side. I was going to keep the collection to the collection, but you know what? This one is selling so quickly, I need an update on that one. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? Linen forest animals, right? £4.95 it's called. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? The big tree. You got... Now, I need names. Woody the woodpecker, Ollie the owl, Freddie Fox, Harry the hedgehog, Sam the squirrel. Oh, no, Sydney the squirrel. Sydney the squirrel. I had another animal a minute ago. Where's the other animal gone? And then, no, just got the toadstools then. I'm sure there was another animal. Oh, there's owls. One owl. Oh, look, that owl's winking. That one's sleeping. Oh, that one's looking at you there. Oh, nice. Then the woody woodpecker's got to the other side. I've got a woodpecker in my garden. I can't tell you how much noise it makes. The foxes are all different. Look, it's not just one print, is it? It's a lovely little flower detail there. A fox hiding behind the bush there. A hand in the... Oh, no, that's not right. It hasn't got a fox in it, has it? I was going to say a bird in the hand is worth 2 foxes in the bush. That doesn't work, does it? Oh, look, and there's... Oh, I just think it's so cute. So cute. And they're quite big, those patterns there. Look, that tree... I'll just tell you very quickly. That tree motif there is just over 7 inches. Just over 7 inches in height there. 19 centimetres. I know, beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Right, can I have some names for this one, please, little Paul? Just watch, just watch. Oh, there's so many. It keeps changing. As somebody else adds onto the top of the list, it disappears off. Pauline, Anne-Marie, Angela, Margaret, Rita. Oh, I can see. Rita. You've got different ones, haven't you? Laurie, Eileen, Carol, Jean, Nicola, Hilary, Alison, Patricia, Victoria, Brenda Ann, another Anne, and Paul in North Yorkshire. Beautiful fabrics, isn't it? Right, okay, let me move on. I'll go through them all again. Don't worry, if you think you're going to miss them, I will go through them all again. Right, okay, let me just fold that one up for you. Which one next? Pheasants. Now, this is the one. Okay, then this natural bundle here, there are more people got it in the baskets than we have. If you want this, you need to check out now. You need to check out now. Okay, you need to check out. I'll ask Wendy if she can do more, but I can't promise. Right, pheasants. This is nice again. Okay, little Paul said, this is what I have to put up with in my... This would be good as this pheasant would be good as a present. It doesn't work, does it? I won't use that one. Well, how did you make it then? What did you say then? Say it again. £4.95 for half a metre. They're only mini pheasants, these. They're only mini pheasants, but they're beautiful, aren't they? They're like one of those really, really expensive designer fabrics, aren't they? £4.95 for half a metre again. I love the detailing. I love the shading. I love the characters. I love the fact that you get all different pheasants with their feathers up, their feathers down, running along, pecking to eat something. £4.95 for half a metre. I know, this is the pheasant, the mini pheasant fabric. Now, this is a metre, by the way. This is a metre. You get half a metre. Right, this, sold out. Sold out. Oh, well, there's 3 left, but by the time people check out their baskets, there won't be 3 left of those, so I'm saying that one's sold out. Look at the pheasants. Look at the lovely pheasants here. £4.95 for half a metre. That pheasant would make a pleasant present. That's little Paul, not me speaking. At £4.95 for half a metre. Isn't it lovely? Say this again. Anyway, £4.95. It's getting beyond a joke now. Beautiful. Now, I've seen cushions in a very famous department store, never knowingly undersold, and never knowingly undersold. And I can tell you I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but it was pricey for a cushion, because I picked one up to go to the till with and then thought, no, I can make my own now. £4.95 for half a metre. Let's do some names on this one now. Get your messages in. You know you can web chat it. Oh, my goodness. This is so popular. Anna's bought a metre. Michael, Dorothy, Jackie, Christine is... Oh, Skegness. I've gone all day Skegness. Martine, Linda, Carolyn, Joan, Angela, Sylvia, Sarah, Rita, Leslie, Paula, Rosalind, Barbara, another Linda, Kathy. You live where our Vix used to live, where Vix grew up. Oh, no, she doesn't work here, does she, Vix? Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Carol, Louisa, Jackie, Joan, Jean, Hilary, Dawn, Helen, Mary, just round the corner. Now, Jeanette, Alison, Carol... Oh, hang on. Eileen, Jeanette, Alison. Oh, you see, as you press the button, as you're confirming, you're moving from one list to another. Linda, Eileen, Jeanette, Carol, Victoria, Jane, Noelle, Sonia and Jill. Make sure you go through. Alison's just come in. I'm not surprised. It's lovely, isn't it? At £4.95 for half a metre. That is just fantastic. Remember, you only pay 1p&p all day. So if you bought something in my 8 o'clock show, if you bought something in Lucy's show and you've already checked out, check out again. It'll all consolidate at the end of the night and you'll get 1p&p. You'll only charge 1p&p of £2.95 for the whole day. Right, okay, next. Horses. Are they called horses or stallions? Horses for courses. Do you know what? This morning, as I drove through my village at, what time did I leave the house? 10 to 5. Now, I called it a reindeer and everybody laughed at me. It wasn't a munkjack, because I know we've got hundreds of munkjacks around our village, but this was a proper, like, Bambi with long, stringy legs. No, not here. Ran into Simon and Leslie's garden as I was driving through my village. Oh, stock warning on the stags. Stock warning on the stags already. We had loads of this, little Paul. Right, more people have got this in the basket than we've actually got this fabric. So not guaranteed anymore. If you've got it in your basket, you are not guaranteed to get it now. You need to check out immediately. Oh, and there's more people. There's more people adding it to your basket. If you're adding this, you have to check out immediately if you want this. You have to check out. So I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry, because I do feel sorry for the people who come from work at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever, and it's all sold out. But do you know what? Stock warning. Well, I'm going to take it off the desk, actually, because there are more people who've got that in their baskets than have actually got it. Right, there's more people adding and checking out. You see, that's what happens. Wild horses now. Wow. Oh, no, I know. Susan Boyle sang Wild Horses, didn't she? I can't do a Susan Boyle impression, I'm afraid. No, not. When I worked in Barcelona when I was 18, I worked at the Crazy Horse nightclub there. That's another story. I was a dancing waiter, but that's... I know, a long time ago. No, I didn't have a spinning boat. I didn't have very much on at all, to be honest. Anyway, I don't want to put you off your breakfast or your 11s or whatever. Wild horse fabric, £4 and £4.95. Aren't they lovely? No, I had clothes on. Be quiet. Wild horse fabric, £4.95. I know, isn't it lovely for half a metre? They're beautiful. The characters. Look at him. Now, where are we? Full of the joys of spring, that one there, look. He is wild, that one. More camp, I'd say, than wild. But aren't they lovely? They're lovely. I love the way that they're all running free. Have you seen that video on YouTube of those cows that have been kept in a barn for all those years and they let them out into a field and it's the most beautiful sight. Anyway, they were cows, not horses. Wild horse fabric, £4.95. Again, please check out your basket. Please check out your baskets, because you see, not everybody who's got the stags will get theirs. Not everybody who's got the stags in their basket will get theirs. Are you ready? Oh, my word. Each screen gets big. Carol, Michael, Eileen, Geraldine, Catherine, Jeanette, Dorothy, Christine, Linda's just joined us, Pauline, another Linda, Angela, Barbara, Rita, Linda. Oh, Rita, you've been busy. And then I've also got Mary, Alison, Joy, Linda, Adele, Skyfall. Is it that one? Oh, it's London. It's London. It could be. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it's not. Anne's in London. They moved when I was reading them. And Annette in Shropshire. Need to check out your baskets, my love. No, she might have moved. No, she lives in America now, Adele, doesn't she? Yeah. Anyway. Wild horses. £4. And don't look at me. Look at the fabric. £4.95 for half a metre. At £4.95. Wild horse fabric. Isn't it? Right, now... Right, now. So, we've done all of those traditional ones. Oh, I've lost you, Paul. What is it? I keep losing you today. Is there something wrong with that? Is there a storm or something? Mic's off anyway, isn't he? Look. So now, you know what? If you got this one teams beautifully with it, because the same little animals that are on this one are on the Forest Friends. Now, but different look, because you've got, you've got a fox standing up, a fox sitting down, you've got the owl with the eyes shut, an owl with his eyes open. Where's the winking one? Is there a winking one on this one? There's a sleeping one and an awake one. Oh, the winking one, the cheeky one's not on this one. Just the owls that are asleep and awake. Then you've got the mushrooms. Isn't that lovely? I'll put my hand in so you can see the size of the fabric. This is from Laurie in Suffolk. Lovely set of material. Can't wait to get it and design something. You see, that's what a lot of people do, isn't it, Laurie? Laurie? What are you going to design? What are you going to design? Because a lot of people do that, don't they? They buy fabrics. Make sure you send in a photo when you've made it. Email the photo in. Isn't it? Have we got a picture of Son's mural yet? Oh, Son. Isn't this cute? You got the leaves there. You got the flowers. Oh, look. Acorns. Little acorns there. From little acorns will mighty oaks grow. There's Sydney the oh no, I'm pointing at the wrong thing. That's Sydney the squirrel there with his nuts. There you go. Then that one was Woody the woodpecker. Right, is the background... Now, somebody asked this the other day, Patricia. Is the background colour the same on the two with foxes? The answer to that... oh, hang on. Which two do you mean with foxes? Let's have a look. So that... Yeah, they're the same colour. There you go. Can you see? The backgrounds are all the same colour, whether you've gone for the... That's the foxes... That's the Scandi foxes, and that's the Forest Friends. Oh, hang on. And there's this one as well with foxes, isn't it? Oh, yeah, they're all exactly the same. They're all exactly... All I'd say is the weave looks a little bit more open on the one with just foxes, but yes. Can you see? Oh, you can see close too there, you can see. Now, is it oatmeal or is it biscuit? But they're all the same colour. That's going to confuse you now, because I've put the Forest Friends in there and I've put 4 in them. Okay, stop warning on. This one, Right. If you all check out, it's gone. If you all check out right now, it's gone. Silence. See, I do think I need music. I need dramatic music sometimes, don't I? Okay, that's gone. Right, okay. If you need to check out, you need to check out straight away because that's gone now. That will be gone. No. I'll just say this properly. If everybody who's got it in their basket checks out now, people will be disappointed. So that's the way I have to word it. If everybody's got it in their basket checks out, then that's it. Oh, my word, little foxes. Oh, now Elizabeth Taylor was in that in the West End when I was at college. And I remember she had her dressing room painted lilac, I seem to remember. Right, this is nice. Linen Foxes fabric, this one's called. Now, remember, it's 80% cotton, 20% polyester mix. Isn't it lovely? I like his look as well, because he's very, very uniform like this. And then suddenly... Oh, actually, he doesn't chat on that one. He doesn't chat on that row. Oh, no, he doesn't chat once on that row there. Did he chat on that row? No, they're all queuing up for a chat, aren't they? There he is chatting there. Hello. Look at their little feet. Nice colour. They've got the colour very bold, very right, haven't they? That lovely burnt sienna orange at £4.95. Not bald, Paul, bold. But little Paul said, like me, he's bald, you see, not bold. He is getting there. Grey and bald. And he's not even 40 yet. Not almost. He's almost 40. £4.95. Remember, 1p&p, add it to your order. Now, remember, this is sold in half-metre increments. But if you buy two, this is 2 units. This is 2 increments. That's what you'll get. It's joined together, you know what I mean? So it's not like the bundles where if you buy 2, they're already cut. This, you can have as much... Well, I say you can have as much as you want. You can't because it's flying out the door. But you know what I mean? You can buy this by the half-metre increments. So the minimum you can buy is half a metre. But you can keep buying as much as you want. And it'll all come in one bolt, as it were. I do need to tell you something. That it's 56 inches wide. It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. But it's, let's have a look at some names on this one. This is going to be exciting again, isn't it? So, oh my word. Shirley, Sheila, Victoria, Anne, Mary. Oh, Mary's bought a metre of it. Eileen, Jean, Alison, Moira, Linda, Angela, Anna, Julie, Margaret, Laurie. Oh, there's Laurie that messaged in earlier. Anne, Judith, Carol, Jean, Hilary, and Claire. Brenda, Alison, Joy. Is that a kiss, Joy, after your name? You sending me a kiss. Elizabeth, Sandra, Paul, Nicola, and Helen. You all need to check out your baskets. Joy's sent me a kiss after her name. £4.95 for half a metre of this fabric. Isn't it fantastic? Isn't it lovely? Remember, they're selling, as we're doing the show, they're selling out. They are selling out. They are selling out as we're showing them on the show. Carla in Wrexham, hello, has the hair fabric sold out? No, it hasn't sold out yet, is it? Yeah. Oh, no. We haven't moved it. The stag sold out. The stag sold out. We'll just check the hair for you. Oh, right, Carla. Right, oh, yes. Do you know what you should do, Carla? You know what you should do? Because it's saying sold out on the web, but it's actually saying there's a metre left. So if you ring the number, 0800 112 4433, now, you'll be able to speak to the call centre. They'll be able to help you there. Unbelievable, isn't it? I've got what? Oh, yeah, don't worry. So that's the hair gone now then as well. Claire, I hope you got it. Claire, I hope you got the hair. As Casilla used to say, Claire, I hope you got the hair. Do you remember? A Scandi now. Scandi wants him to... Oh, yes, we haven't really shown this one very much, have we? This one, I don't really know. I love it, but I don't quite know why. I don't know what these triangles mean. Maybe somebody can tell me. Because you've got the lovely little foxes, the personality foxes. But then you've got these little triangles and everything in between. Not quite sure what that means. But they're cute, aren't they? Again, £4. This is linen Scandi foxes. £4.95 for half a metre. Okay, now, Claire in Essex says, I just discovered the Stone Quarter. I love it. Claire, Welcome, my love. Welcome. Willkommen, bienvenue. Welcome. Anyway. Isn't it lovely? Maybe Hayley will know. Hayley, do you know what this design is here? They're called, yeah, that's a fox, yes. This is called Scandi, you see. I love it. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means. If anyone at home knows Scandinavian foxes, maybe. With bunting at a party. Victoria, is the fabric more suitable to make lampshades with? Not more suitable, is the fabric... Right, now, I'd say no. I'm going to be honest with you. Only because it's a good thick... I'll show you, come close to. It's a good thick fabric, and it might dull... If you're going to do one, if you do a lampshade with a big opening at the top and the bottom, you'll be fine. But it'll just glow slightly. I don't think it'll give you much light in the room. You won't be able to read with it. Do you know what I mean? It'll look lovely. When it's switched on with the glow behind it, it will look lovely. But if you're wanting it for a lamp that's actually going to give light into the room. Anyway. Sorry, I hate being negative, but Victoria, I'd hate you to get it home and then go, oh, I can't make a lampshade out of this. But make sure you get some. They're all selling out, Victoria. They're all selling out so quickly, aren't they? So have a look. We've hardly seen this one at all, have we? We've got the little foxes. We've got the city down one with his eyes shut. There he is looking, eyes in the headlights there. But then we've got this lovely kind of triangular design going on around it as well. At £4.95 for half a metre. Now, remember, what you're seeing on the table is a metre. I'll show you what half a metre looks like. So you know what you're getting. There we go, look. So that's what you'll get. If you pay for half a metre, that's what you'll get. That's what you'll get for your half a metre. You're not seeing it, hang on. Are you able to pull out so they can see the whole piece, Michael? Is that possible? Just so you can see what you're getting for half a metre, because it's 56 inch. Oh no, don't tell me I've got hiccups with overexcitement now. 56 inches wide, remember. 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Always popular, this range of fabric. Look. Right, Okay, right, I'm just going to fold that one away a second because I need to do a stock update. Look at I started the show with the desk covered in fabric. And look what I've got hardly anything left. So let me just fold those up because I've got a stock update on the pheasants and the wild horses, right? Oh dear. Well, yes, but I can't talk. I could do my life. I could start my one-man show if you like. We're about to sell out of everything, you see. I'm a bit worried because we haven't got anything to go back to. Look, I love this one. This is one. Oh. Right, at the moment, if it's in your basket, please check out. You are guaranteed at the moment. But how many units are there left? Right, if everybody checks out the basket, I've got 1.5 metres left. Right, 1 metre left because I want half a metre of this. Is my name on there? Let's have a look, see if John Scott bought any. Oh, look, Abigail. Now, I love this name. Tiu. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Tiu, in the, just near here. I've got Joy with a kiss. Sandra, Brenda, Carol. Oh, 2 Carols. Carol in Wiltshire, Carol in Gloucestershire. Anne, Linda, Karen, Linda, Eileen, Jeanette, Catherine, Alison, Carol, Mary, Anna in Greater London, Victoria, Michael in South Yorkshire, in Barnsley. I love it in Barnsley. Dorothy, Jackie, Christine, Teresa. Linda, Martine, Carolyn, Sylvia, Joan, oh my goodness, Angela, Sarah, Rita, Leslie, Paul, they go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But I do need to tell you that Anthony, Patricia, Wendy, Elizabeth, Lorna, Jane, Sonia and Jill, you all need to check out your baskets. You need to check out your baskets. I always get so excited on these fabric shows. My shirt comes untucked and everything. I love this one. Mini pheasants for £4.95. Put my hand in so you can just see the size of the pheasants. Because they're mini pheasants. Look, they're little mini pheasants, like budgies. I love that. Anyway, there's only 1.5 meters of that left. There's only, if everyone checks out their basket. Right now, too many people have got that in your basket. You need to check out. You need to check out right now. You need to check out right now. Because I can't have that on my desk anymore. So let's do stags. Ooh, there's only 2.5 meters of this left. If everybody checks out to the basket, do you know what? I know I say this a lot, we started with loads. When we prepped this morning, we were like, oh, there's loads, that will be fine. Right, I'm really sorry. It's brand new today. There are 12 in the baskets, 12 units in baskets, but there's only 2 units. So it's first come, first serve. First people to check out, first of you to check out, you'll get this. Right, okay. Right, that's gone now as well. I have to talk slowly for the next 13 minutes then. Scandi now, that's running up the what's the thing? The tally ladder now, this one. I'll just show you what half a metre looks like. This is what you get if you buy half a metre. That's what you get, because it's lovely wide fabric. 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Lovely little look. Aren't they cute? £4.95. Aren't they cute? They're really lovely. And I love these I wish somebody could tell me what the Scandi means. Oh, I've got a message from Maria. No, Marion. Marion even. It takes me to put my glasses on, Marion. You are a bundle of sunshine, John. Oh, thank you. I have a vision of you as a singing waiter, you cheeky boy. Lots of love, Marion. Marion, it was a very interesting time of my life. Anyway, shall we look before I blush? Aren't they lovely? So you've got the. He looks longer than him. Oh yes, because his tail's down and his tail's up. Look, he's sitting down waiting for his food. He's having a little doze. That one. Oh, you can't see where my fingers are. Sorry. And then you've got these really, really lovely. I don't understand what they are. This is my ignorance more than anything else. I'm not quite sure what they are, but they're lovely, aren't they? Really makes it more kind of child friendly. That one, doesn't it? Lovely little foxes. Anyway, shall I show you the other 2? And then I'll come back to that one in a second, because we've only got a few. Oh, no, I've got quite a while left yet. Thought it was the end of the show. So that's the Scandi one there. Which one of these 2 would you like to see? Because these are going to be limited, aren't they? Okay. We're just checking. Think there's only a metre of this left? Think there's only a metre of this one left? Well done if you've got any of these, because we knew they'd be popular. I didn't realise they'd run out quite so quickly, but there you go. Linen Forest Animals Fabrics, this is called. £4.95 for half a metre. Let me show you what half a metre looks like. Oops. Well, can't Jay bring them in as well? Get Jay to bring them in. Right, look at this. That's what you get with half a metre there. That's what you get with the half a metre. But I have to tell you, there's only 1 metre left. If everyone checks out their baskets, there's only 1 metre left. I love it. I think that's beautiful, isn't it? It looks expensive. It's great fun, though, isn't it, as well? Jay's just ironing up some fabric for me. Aren't they lovely? £4.95 for half a metre. But there's only a metre left. Is that right, little Paul? Okay. I have to put that in my basket now because that will be gone. That will be gone. Right, and then the other one. So I've got foxes and Scandi fox. I've got Scandi foxes and foxes left. This is foxes. Sorry if you can hear Jay. He's eating a bag of crisps in the background, isn't he? Jay, the management are in the building. You do realise, don't you? Oh, there we go. That's what it looks like if you buy half a metre of this. It's cute, isn't it? Lovely, lovely fabric, this one. Oh, look. I'll just put my hand in there so you can see the size of the proportion of the design. At £4.95 for half a metre. 80% polyester. Actually, do you know what I'll do? As I've only got 2 fabrics left, let me put them both in, and we'll have both graphics in at the same time. Then we can talk about them all at the same time, can't we? There we go. So that's the linen fox fabric, the one that's there. And then down here, I thought we could put in this fabric here, because they're the only 2 I've got left. There you go. So you've got they're both fox fabrics. Let's come in and have a look at this one then. Let's have a look at the linen fox fabric closely here. They're so cute, aren't they? With their lovely little faces In fact, these are brilliant because they're all going in the same direction. And now isn't that funny? Earlier we had a row where there were none talking to each other, and then in this row, there's 2 sets of them that are talking to each other. Look. There's one there. Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, no, there's the other pair there. At £4.95 for half a metre. Linen fox fabric, £4.95. 80% polyester, 80% cotton, 20% polyester, £4.95. They're so cute, aren't they? But they're all very, very, well, they're all sold out apart from these 2. And these are limited now. So that's the linen foxes, the one that's in your graphics here. The one that's in your graphics here, the linen Scandi, is this one, where you've got the same little foxes, but then it's got just the lovely little designs going on there. Let me move the other foxes out of the way so we can just have that one out, and you can look at that one. Only these 2 left. I started off with all 8 fabrics, and I've got 2 left. And literally minutes of the show left now. At £4.95 for half a metre. All you need to do is dial the number, 0800 112 44 33. In fact, that's the best way, I'd say, at the moment, to getting through. Simply because there's so many people popping them in your baskets. If you have got these in your baskets, please make sure you check out. Please make sure you confirm it, because just putting it in your basket does not confirm it. It just makes it, puts it on one side then. But if someone else checks out before you do, then you will be disappointed if you miss out. At £4.95 for half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous oatmeal biscuit background. Like a linen effect background. Well, it's kind of like, it's a heavy linen. It's not, or a very, very lightweight canvas it is. It's beautiful. At £4.95 for the linen Scandi fox fabric. If someone could explain what the Scandi means, I'd be very grateful. I know it usually means Scandinavian, doesn't it? Normally you've got the red work or the prints or anything. But these, it's just unusual, isn't it? Very unusual. Okay, now I've got, are you ready to do the other one, gents, or not? Okay, come with me. Come with me. Just quickly, because in the last hour we had a bit of a mix-up. There was a bit of a mix-up in the last hour. So, we can't put the graphics in, but basically what happened was we did 2 bundles with Lucy's last show, a blue one and a green one. Somehow the computer got the price wrong. We then reduced the price, so if you've already bought it, you've already checked out, or you've got one in your basket, you will pay the new price, right? This is the green one, which we called Landscape, right? And in there, it's a fabric bundle. You get half a metre of spearmint, half a metre of foliage, half a metre of emerald, half a metre of glacier grey, half a metre of mercury grey, and half a metre of steel grey. 3 metres for there it is, £18.95. I know. That's your code. Oh, you could just ring the call centre and just tell them that's the one you want, and they'll be able to book it. And now, if they go on the web, Paul, what happens if they look for this on the web? Right. Okay, I've lost you again. Can I just say, if you buy it on the web, if you look down there now, you'll see these bundles, and it'll say, was it £26.95? Ignore that. Put one in your basket. You will only be charged £18.95. I've also got the Oceana one. This is the Oceana one, right? So in this one, you get optical white, antique white, and ivory. You get pearl blue, you get sea blue, and you get ocean. Half a metre of each again. There's the still, £18.95 for the Oceana Spectrum. Lovely, aren't they? Right, very quickly then, just these 2 that I've got left now. There's the Scandi. I've only got 30 seconds, did you say? Oh, got a minute. Makes all the difference, doesn't it? There's the Scandi one. £4.95 for half a metre. All the others have sold out at £4.95 for half a metre. So we've got the Scandi one there. Actually, I'll ask Lucy, do you know what Scandi means? Scandi normally means Scandinavian, doesn't it? And I love it, but I don't know why those triangles are there. I've got a message from Mary. Thank you, John. I checked out early and got all the fabrics I wanted. Beautiful prints. Lots of love, Mary. Kiss. Thank you, Mary. That's the only way to do it, Mary, on a show like this. That's the only way to do it. Oh, got another message quickly. Annette. Morning, John. Can you tell me the size of the pattern on the horse fabric, please? Annette, love the programme and love your shirts. They brighten up my day. The horse fabrics, they were, very quickly, a standing up horse is 8 centimetres, or just under 3 inches, and a walking horse is 3 inches across and 6 centimetres up. Oh, very quickly, I've got to go. Wendy, here we go. I think Scandi is short for Scandinavian. Oh, got that one. It's the clean-cut, black and white Scandinavian designs of the triangles. Love, Wendy. Oh, thank you, Wendy, for that. There you go. Right, okay, am I going? Oh, I thought you said a minute. Oh, well, you see, I can't hear anybody today. I'm sure Michael said a minute. When I said we got 30 seconds, I'm sure he said, no, you've got 1 minute. I've got 2.5. Oh, I've got ages. I've got 2.5 minutes. You can stand down, Lucy. Stand down for a second. So that's the Scandi. That's the Scandi foxes. Okay, and what about the foxes? Is that sold yet? Okay, I'll take that one out, and I'll just show you these are the only 2 I've got left now. This is the fox fabric. Now, if you buy 1/2 metre, oh, it's upside down. Right. If you've got the pheasants and the horses in your basket and you definitely want it, you need to check out, because what's happening is we've said it's all gone because there's more people got it in their basket than we've actually got. But there are more people coming in, popping it in their basket and checking out straight away. So please, please, please be careful. This is the linen fox fabric. £4 and £4.95 for 1/2 metre. It won't make any difference to me. No, but it won't. £4.95. It's a linen fox fabric. Isn't it lovely? I love the way those two are just sitting in the middle there chatting to each other. Oh, look, we're doing How are we doing that? Oh, that's the upstairs camera. I was going to say, how's it pulling out when there's no cameraman? Busy chatting. He's ordering his lunch, I think, for later. Checking what? Oh, £4.95. Linen fox fabric. Okay, right. I've only got 20 seconds left. Have a look at these 2. I'm not going to move. We've got the 2 bundles from earlier. We've got the picture. There you go. £18.95 for the Oceana. You've got antique white. You've got optical white. You've got ivory. You've got pearl blue. You've got sea blue, and you've got ocean blue. £18.95. Or of course, you want the green one, which was called the landscape. You've got peppermint green, emerald green, foliage green. You've got glacier grey. You've got steel and slate, and you've got mercury in there. £18.95. If you look at it on the web, it will say 26, but you'll pay £18.95. Lucy Brennan coming up next, making that lovely. Oh, it's gone. That lovely rainbow runner for the end of your bed. It is fantastic. Comes from a lovely book. A friend of hers actually wrote the book. Scene 3.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
So I'm going to be showing you how to do an ease stitch. It's very similar to our running stitch here, but the purpose of it would be different. So I've kind of mocked the head of a sleeve here. 9 times out of 10 you will have to ease the top section of your sleeve. So this is the stitch that you would do that with if you were going to do it with hand. So I'm going to use the embroidery thread. I've just popped a knot on the end again just so it doesn't pull through. Normally you wouldn't do it with embroidery thread. So on your sleeve, normally these sections will need to be kept as they are because it's only this section here that we need to be working with. So I'm going to be doing a running stitch quite close to the edge of the fabric. I'm just going to do the quick method here where you're pulling the needle through the fabric while keeping it on the same needle. So I'm going to stop there and then pull that all the way through like so. So you can see that I've got just that section sewn there, and then as I begin to pull you can see that I'm easing the head of my sleeve in. So when that is stitched, these curves should disappear. They shouldn't be there because you've eased the bigger section into a smaller section on the clothing. So that's easing.
Join us on Tuesday the 16th of May when, backed by popular demand, Joe Carter's Bear in a Bag returns to our screens. With brand new fabric options, we bring you Fantasy Bear, Space Bear, Seaside Bear and Meadow Bear. The kit includes everything you need to make your adorable bear, complete with its matching bag. This makes the perfect gift. So join Joe and Bear in a Bag on Tuesday the 16th of May at 9 a.m. Only on Sew & Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Join us on the 17th of May when Joe Carter will be showcasing a brand new cuddly creation. Inspired by the popular children's nursery rhyme, Joe Carter has exclusively designed for Sew & Quarter these adorable owl and pussycat softies, complete with their own pea green boat. She'll take you through this project step by step. So join Joe at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. to make sure you don't miss out. Only on Sew & Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this gorgeous? Lucy Brennan, oh, sorry, I'm talking on camera again. It's that mic, he's moved the camera, you see, I don't know where I am. We need little lights. Actually, the management are in, aren't they? Can we have little tally lights, management, please? Look at this if I spin around. It's a bed runner, isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Now, Lucy's made it. We're going to go through how she made it and how she decided to put the colours where they are. But I need to warn you something. It's made from this charm pack, right? Now, this charm pack is not being reordered. So when they've gone. Miss it, miss out. £19.95. Now, you'll see all of the colours on there on the quilt in a second. So you'll be able to see all the beautiful designs. But it will not be reordered. So when this has gone, it's gone. You get 42 pieces in there for £19.95. Remember, they're 5-inch squares. If you just want a taster of the designer's colours and everything, then that's the best way to do it. These are all the other things I've got for sale during this hour, but I'm going to get Lucy started before I come back to... Oh, yeah. Anyway, we shall be back to this in a minute, because I've got to go over here and talk to Lucy. Right. Mrs. Brennan... You have to behave yourself in this hour.
Okay, I shall.
If you've got any messages at all for Lucy, remember, then you just message in on the web chat and the email's working now. The email is working now.
Just while I remember, the question that we had earlier about how many blocks you can get from the bundles, you should be able to get 20 plus.
That's from one bundle?
So from one bundle. If you're using the cutting measurements.
Right.
The same as I did.
The cutting measurements will be on our website after 12. It's not how to make it, it's just all the different sizes you have to cut. This is from Lucy's last hour. Somebody messaged in saying, how many squares or 12-inch blocks can you make from the bundle? And it was?
I'm saying conservatively about 20, because it depends on where you've...
But 20 is enough to make
where you put the fabric, but you could add a little bit more. But that's a nice size lap quilt.
Yes.
So.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, now talking about... I'm going to put this on... I'm going to show this, and then I'll put... Oh, actually, let's just put it straight on here, because it's so lovely. And I'll turn it around later. Okay. This is beautiful. Where's the idea, the inspiration for this come from, then?
Well, it came from the book.
Oh, yes, I'll get the book for you now. I was too busy wafting around in that. Let me get the book while you're talking.
It came from the book. So it's the rainbow leaves runner.
Yeah.
Which Lynn designed. So it's Lynn's pattern. And in the book, it's a full rainbow. And I've used this charm pack in a similar way.
I've got an image of the charm pack here for you to look at. £19.95. Oh, that's nice. It's not all laid out. Now, what it is you get 42 pieces, 21 designs. They've repeated the designs in there. You get 21 designs twice. That's what you get in there. And then this book... Right, that Tudor pink charm pack could be the last time on air. Could be the last time on air because we're not reordering it. So when they've all gone... Now, I'm not saying it will sell out today. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying when they do sell out, we at Sew & Quarter will not have it again. So if you want it for £19.95, now is the time. Now is the time.
And if you want to make the runner, you need 2.
Oh, OK, that's interesting. If you need the runner, but it's huge, isn't it? You need 2
really
charm
big.
packs. But do you use all of the 2 charm packs?
No, you don't. You still have some left over. You need 57 of the squares.
OK, so that would leave you with 15, about 28 squares left over to do other projects with. So that's the Tudor Pink charm pack. The Eden charm pack for £19.95. Now, do you know what page it was on?
No, it's somewhere near the back.
Somewhere in the back?
Yes.
This book, let me show you this book first of all. Now, this is very, very, very limited. I've got a feeling this will sell out in this hour. I know we've got more on order, but I really, really think it's going to sell out. And this is a friend of yours, isn't it, the red lady who wrote this book?
I've met Lynn a few times, yes. She's a lovely, lovely lady, very talented designer.
Quick and easy quilts, 20 modern machine quilting projects, £16.95. Now, the pattern for this one came out of here. Okay, and it's called, whereabouts is it? Charm pack is very popular. Make sure you pop them in your basket and check out.
Maybe it's not so near the back.
It's not that near the back. What's it called? I should have looked. Oh, there it is.
Go.
There it is. So it's called the Rainbow Leaves Runner. This is what we're doing here. The Rainbow Leaves Runner. And the instructions are all in the book there of how to do it, how to lay it out. It's gorgeous. It's now, so many of you put this in your basket already. If you've got this in your basket, you need to check out straight away. You need to check out straight away. I've got another quilting book to bring you as well this hour, but let's just get started with that. Do you need to look at that for the instructions?
No, I think I'll be all right.
All right, then.
She says we might need to crack it open in a minute.
Okay, now, do you want the iron on?
Yes, we'll need the iron. Now, I'm going to use some of the Bonder web and fuse that to the back of the squares. So the Bonder web comes in a big long strip, so I've just cut it in half so I can be doing 2 at once. And when I'm fusing the Bonder web, I like to make it...
OK, I'm confused already. What do you mean fusing the Bonder web? To the fabric?
To the fabric, so it will be behind the leaves, so then we can fuse it to the white squares. OK. So before we cut out the leaf shapes, we've already got the fusible on the back. So the squares are 5 inches.
Yes.
So I like to cut the Bonder web slightly smaller because you can damage your ironing board very easily.
Except I've got something magical to show you in a minute.
You?
But yes, you carry on talking what you're doing.
But so I would do it. I tend to do it a little bit smaller, and because we're cutting the shape out anyway, we don't need the.
Would you not draw the shape onto here and just iron the shape you need in the Bonder web?
You could do it that way. It's a
bit
more fiddly. I just think it's a bit more fiddly. No. Yes, you are wasting a little bit.
I'm only asking because I know people are sitting home going, why don't you just cut out the whatever shapes they are for each shape?
Well, you draw it on. You'd still need to fuse it slightly bigger and then cut it it out anyway.
No,
so I would just go with the
You show us how you do that, and I'm going to go and get the charm pack and the secret weapon.
So I've just cut 2 at once then, so we've got little strips that we can use for something else. And then I will subcut these. So all of the charm squares are 5 inches, so I'm just cutting these to about 4.5.
Right.
Because I don't need it to go right to the edge.
I'm very quiet because I'm concentrating.
So am I.
Not a very good telling show if we're both concentrating at the same time.
No,
Makes a change, doesn't it? Anyway, while you're doing that, I'm just laying out these gorgeous Tudor pink fabrics. You can see because it's very, very popular. Oh, hang on, let me just go around here. I've got a message here from Christine in West Yorkshire. An awful wet and windy day in Leeds, but the postman has just brought my penguin softy kit. So that was quick. Happy now. Lots of love, Christine.
Oh, lovely. Well done, Christine. I love that penguin.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
So
and
adorable.
Christine, can I fit it? I can't fit in there. Did you know you can cut out a couple? You can cut out 3 from the fabric in that kit.
Oh, make 3 penguins.
The what?
You can make 3 penguins.
Yes, if you're very, you can definitely make 2.
Yes.
But if you cut very, very, very frugally, you can get 3 out of it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, now the book is sold out. The book is sold out already. I've got another quilting book, though, that I'll get Jay to pass over to me. Yeah, I'll show you that when we come to do that bit in there. That's fine. Let me just get the Tula pink out, because people are loving the Tula pink, aren't they? I know, but I just think it looks lovely to see it all out like this, doesn't it?
Do you want to do this pressing, then, with your magic?
Oh, no, hang on. You have to wait. Is that now? Right, my little magic trick is...
Just do it.
You see this, right? Because the amount of times you get Bondina and you go... Or Bondaweb. That was what it was called in my day. Bondaweb. And you want to stick it on here. And the amount of times that the glue spills over the outside of the... Especially if you're doing fussy cutting shapes and everything like that. So you need one of these. One of these. Now, this is a Teflon pressing cloth, right?
I haven't seen this.
Now, when I will be, it's very hot, the iron today, isn't it? When we first got these, I was like, well, I just use an old tea towel to do my pressing cloth. Anyway, this is an 18-inch square Teflon sheet, right? And what you do, now, I don't know if you're going to see this, you put it on your ironing board like that, then you put your fabric, then you put your Bondaweb on there like that, and then you fold your pressing cloth over.
Clever.
This conducts the heat totally. So it's $15.95. We had a lady message in the other day saying, I bought one and I've had it for years, before Tone Quarter even existed, and I've had it for years and years and years and years. And what's fantastic about it, you see, is there your Bondaweb is stuck to your fabric. Yeah. It's boiling hot.
Yeah.
Don't touch this because it's boiling hot. But what happens if any of the glue spills out from under there? First of all, it doesn't go on your ironing board cover. And secondly, it doesn't go on your iron. But if it does go on this, you wait for it to cool down and then just peel it off. And so you don't ever... And how many times have we ruined an iron?
I have ruined so many irons and so many ironing boards.
I know.
It's awful.
So for £15, look, this will be what it looks like when it arrives at your house, right? For $15.95, you get the most fantastic, and it just it saves your iron, and it's going to save your ironing board, and it's just brilliant.
Can you use it with fusible fleece as well?
You can use it with everything that's got. So if you're putting lace, if you're sticking lace to fabric. The glue sometimes comes through. Use it for that all the time. Then the excess glue will be on there. And fusible fleeces and all sorts of things. You can use it for everything like that. Just with the fusible fleece, you don't go so hot. I think you have to keep it not quite
slightly
as
cooler,
hot as you do
because it warms up more.
Yes.
Because I've done the tea towel thing.
Yes.
And it doesn't work.
No.
It's not hot.
No,
the heat doesn't go through enough.
Because that's Teflon. It's that specially... Somebody's designed it for other things. I don't think it was designed specially to make pressing cloths. And then someone's gone, oh, I really like that. That would work as a pressing. It's 18 by 18 inches. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just chatting away, putting the fabric out here. I just want you to see all these beautiful fabrics, because I can't believe you're getting all of... You get 42 Tula pink. Oh, and if you're lucky, you get a tiger's eye. Not the eye of the tiger, tiger's eye. I can't reach that.
I'm going to have a go with this.
Oh, yes, be careful, though, because
I will be
I'm
careful.
just going to go in front of you now when I put
Does it matter which side?
No, as long as it's sandwiched, that's all you have to worry about.
It just has to be sandwiched?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, now, a lot of you have got the Tula pink charm pack in your baskets. I'm not going to say you're going to be disappointed, but... You're going to be disappointed. If you don't check out your basket... I'm supposed to be this side, don't you think?
Oh, look.
Now, Lucy said you need 57 squares, right? You need 50, so you're going to need to buy 2 charm packs if you want to make the whole of this beautiful bed runner here. Because you need 57 squares. Oh, there's still of it there. It's beautiful. It's like a rainbow. But Lucy's, at one point in the show, you're going to talk about how you place the pieces, aren't you?
Yes.
How many pieces did I only do one and you wanted loads? Sorry.
No, you just gave up after one.
Well, I've done my job.
No, it doesn't really matter. I'll go with this for now.
Right.
And then
I'll keep it in my trolley here just in case you need it again.
We can do some
Yeah, it's very hot today, just so you know. Oh, and I've got another quilting book to show you, but I'll just do this first.
So, I don't know what's ended up on there. So...
Well, that's one you did. It's not my fault.
In the book, it has all the instructions of how to do this.
The book's sold out now, but I've got another book to show you in a second.
So it doesn't have an actual template for the leaves. She's just used a dinner plate, a 10-inch dinner plate, which is the standard size dinner plate that most people would have, yes. So rather than bringing in my plate, I just made a little cardboard template to draw
now
around.
Is that not template left over from your drunkard's pathway?
No, did I do a drunkard's?
No, we did the improvised drunkard's pathway, remember, with pieces of
right,
cardboard.
yes, we did. We did.
Anyway, so how did you do?
So you just draw...
So if you're using your plate, you use the side of your plate to go around that
you just use the side of your plate to go around it. And then I've just done that wrong, but never mind.
No.
Hang on, I need to look at the thing, I can't remember.
Oh, this message now, I'm going to be sacked as a wife. Since I found the sewing quarter, that's Marie in Cornwall. Marie, we have lots of messages like that. June, she never does any housework, her husband's furious. Anyway, I've got another update from Kathleen. Hello, John and Lucy. I've added the Teflon sheet to my basket. Good idea. Having messed up my iron yesterday.
It's so easily done.
Let's talk about horse bolting stable door. I'm so pleased I watched it. Lots of love, Kathleen.
Good.
Or Kathy.
Kathy.
Thanks for your messages. Thanks for all your lovely messages. Right, okay.
So I've just roughly drawn around, and then I want to...
Have we seen that? Did you see that upstairs?
Yes, just...
Yes, okay.
I've just used it as a guide.
Yes.
And then what I did was just draw one, and then use that as a template to cut my other ones.
This was a waste of time then?
Well, no, I might reuse this for other things.
Put that in your file. File that away then.
It's only a bit of,
Okay, so now you've got our pinking shears.
So I'm using the pinking shears, and I'm just going to cut out...
And why are you using pinking shears?
Because you want to have that edge so it won't fray as much.
Is it just while you're working? It's not for the... Oh, no, it's actually in the design.
No, it's actually in the design. It's part of the design, yes. So having...
there's the pinking shears, £14.95.
Having the Bonder web on there as well just helps.
Yes, because also Bonder web stops things fraying.
Stop it fraying so much. And you can use it like that. And... when you're trimming this, you don't want to trim from corner to corner. You want to come in slightly.
Right.
Because if you do it from corner to corner, when you put it on the background, you won't have any space left at the edge because it's the same size square for the background. So you want to be able to have it so that you can run your 1/4-inch seam around and there's enough space there for your seam. So just be mindful of that as you're trimming.
Now, the Tula Pink charm pack is going down the street. Tula Pink, you know Tula Pink. She's an amazing, amazing designer, isn't she? She lives for colour and fabric. She's American, and she decided when she finished college that she was going to drive across America, and she got to Kansas City and ran out of money and ran out of petrol, so just decided to live there. Anyway, she lives there, and she's got a studio there and everything. But if you follow her on Instagram and everything like that, every day there's some new creation, and it's all about pure colour. It's just lovely, isn't it?
The colours are incredible, really, really vibrant. So then once I've got I'm going to use this as a template then to cut the rest of them. Okay. So I just layered them up.
So you have to make 57 of these then?
You've got to cut quite a lot.
57, yes. Well, maybe that could be one prep, but if you're thinking, I'm not going to do any sewing tonight, all I'm going to do is do my cutting out.
Yes.
And then you can just sit watching the telly.
Yes.
Once you've done that first one on the iron, you just sit in front of the telly. You make a bit of a mess on the lounge floor with all the bits.
You do get quite a lot of bits going everywhere, but it's quite satisfying.
Okay, now I've got a question to ask you because when I did a show the other day, we were cutting Bonder web with shears. And I was like, oh, can you do that? I think it was Mandy. And she went, oh, yes, it's fine. But then yesterday with Jess, she was like, oh, she has a pair of scissors for fabric, a pair of scissors for paper, and a pair of scissors for cutting Bonder web on fabric.
Yes, and you can do that. I don't count interfacing as...
Well, it's not even interfacing,
as paper. I just count that as...
Fabric.
I mean, I know it does have paper in it.
Okay.
I think it's just personal preference.
Of course.
But I have different scissors for different things. But I think the pinking shears make it quick and easy, and you've got that nice
Okay,
edge
before you do
there.
anything, let me just take this off here so we can just see where these are all going to go on the finished, because this is just beautiful, the finished item here. Now this is where we don't waft away all the charm packs. So what you've cut out, now they're the exact size, aren't they? Because you're not turning under, are you? You've got...
No.
And are they all appliqued?
So it's appliqued on, so every leaf is stitched down, and I'll show you how to do that.
Oh, okay, but the background isn't.
you applique them onto a square.
Okay, let me put this back and we'll go do the next stage because we've got the white fabric and the dot fabric. I'll show you that in a second. Let me turn it around the other way. You carry on.
Okay.
Oh no! A warning about the Tulip Pink charm packs. Right, if everybody who's got it in their basket right now checks out, we're going to have this many left. So please be careful. And don't forget, it's not reordered. It's not being reordered. If it sells out today, that will be the last time you see it. Okay, sorry.
I just trimmed that a bit off because it had gone a bit wonky and didn't like it. So you just going to position it on there.
Yes.
So we're going to peel off the...
Okay, I need to ask a quick question.
Yes.
There's 1/4 inch seam allowance on here, isn't there? So you don't want it within 1/4 inch of any edge, do you?
Exactly, because then you're going to catch it and you're going to lose the... I'm so terrible at doing this. You're going to lose the edge. Yes, do it. Oh, no, I don't have any pins.
Oh, Jake,
can you do it with that? Can you do it with that? You're just going to score it.
You literally just score it like that.
I forgot about that trick. There we go. I'll do these ones.
There you go. Just don't score it too. No, I'm telling the expert what to do.
Well, I've forgotten about that trick. So then you're just going to position it. Make sure it's not... You want it going from corner to corner, but you want to have the seam allowance.
Yes, you've got to have 1/4 inch, at least your 1/4 inch seam allowance.
At least 1/4 inch.
And then do I need to press it onto that background then?
And then you're pressing it onto the background.
This is a right mess of it now then, isn't it? So again, using my Teflon pressing sheet. Graphics. No, but it's not... I haven't switched it off, but it doesn't feel very warm. Little Paul's worried. How many times as a seamstress or a quilter do you go to iron and you go like this?
Never would I would never do that.
That's a very good answer.
Thank
Safety
you.
first.
Yes, no, I wouldn't do. I've got
small
small
but she hasn't worked in a real...
I've got small children watching my every move. So I wouldn't.
Rather than a big old fat man watching your every move. Not her husband, I'm talking about me now. I'm talking about me.
I've been too gentle.
Pardon?
I was too gentle when I just...
Yeah.
I'm a very gentle soul.
Deep down. Well, you've got a beautiful smile, haven't you? Someone said,
underneath it all.
I've given them the phone number for Specsavers. Other glasses are available.
There we go.
Okay. Remember, if you've got any questions for Lucy, the screen is free for your messages right now. All you need to do is web chat in, but please remember it is a limited amount of characters that you can use, and I don't want you to get halfway through because on your end you can see it writing, but it doesn't come through to my end. Okay, so I've done those 3. So should we have done 4?
No.
Oh, no.
No. I mean, we can keep going because you need to do 57.
Yes,
but
yes.
Just for the purposes of this, we'll just do a few.
Right, okay, I'll let you do the next thing because I'm not going to read some names out.
Okay, so as you're doing this, you want to be careful about the 1/4 inch seam, but don't worry too much if they're not all exactly the same. It isn't about precision. And in the final thing, if one was a little bit wonky, it doesn't really matter.
But normally precision's the key thing in quilting, isn't it?
Well, yes, for the squares.
But it doesn't matter if that's
But for the leaf shape, it just don't worry if it's a little bit off.
Unbelievable, as little Paul would say.
Unbelievable. So I'm going to applique this on, and I've just used white thread. I use white thread on the runner. So I'm just using a straight stitch.
Oh, okay, straight stitch.
And my stitch length is 2.2.
Can I ask why you're doing straight stitch and not a zigzag stitch?
Because we've pinked the edges, so we don't need to. So we're just going to run the stitch about 1/8.
Oh, so it's not like normal applique where you're encasing the edges.
So we're not going over the edges because we've pinked it. Yeah,
just pinked it and
bonderwebbed it.
So while you stitch that, you can keep looking at the sewing because I can read out some names while you're doing that. We have got. Oh my word! There's loads of you. Barbara, Glenys. 2 Glenyses. I've got Glenys in North Wales and Glenys in South Yorkshire.
John, just quickly.
Oh, sorry.
Quickly. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say. Although, because I just nearly did it then, it's really tempting to start at a point, but you're actually better off starting midway so that you can get a nice, clean point.
Well, we're going to be watching you do
as you're turning.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
So start midway through the chubby bit of the middle of the... What shape is that?
Through the chubby bit of the leaf.
Leaf. But what? It's leaf shape, is it? It's leaf shape.
Yes, we're just going
Right, okay, you sew that while I tell you there's Margaret, Yvonne, Rita, Nicola, Josephine, Laureen, oh, that's a nice name, Janet, Beryl, Alison, Isabel, Valerie, Beryl, Beatrice, Eileen, I think Beatrice is going to be very busy, Ginny, Sylvia. I think a lot of people are making this quilt because a lot of people have bought 2 of them. I don't know how to say that. Eolis, I'm ever so sorry if I said your name wrong there. Kathleen, Moira, Julie, Maureen, Madeline, a collector, Christine, and then I've got people in their basket, Sharon, Jean, Katie, Jane, Stephanie, and Mrs. Mary. So if it's in your basket at the moment, it's guaranteed, but it is, we're not even halfway through the show yet, so there could be a surge in a minute. You could miss out. So if you definitely want it, please check out your basket. Right, okay, I'll be quiet now.
What I just did then was just chop off the thread, the bit of the top thread that was there, so that as I come down to the end, it's not getting caught up. You don't pull it through and knot it, and just chop it off. No, I've just chopped it off. I did a little back stitch.
Yeah.
If your machine has it, you can do a lock stitch, which is what I'm going to do now.
Right, Nicola in Oxfordshire says, I'm super excited about this project. I've bought my 2 packs of Tula pink fabric. Never bought her fabrics before. Oh, do you know what, Nicola? They're gorgeous. They're totally, totally gorgeous. And another message, that's Nicola, lovely Nicola, that one. And then a customer, Lucy, you have a gentle way with you. Oh, you need to have a gentle way with you, or you'd go mad working with one job John. Excuse me, this isn't for insults. I don't find that very funny. And another message, she has got a gentle way deep down. It's just hidden because, you know. Oh, no, I've got nothing from Angela yet. We'll carry on with the stitching. When Angela's come through, I'll let you know. Oh, that person hasn't even put their name on it. Just put customer. Keep sewing.
So on the darker fabric, I've done a lock stitch to begin with because I don't want to see a back stitch. If you're using a light fabric, you can back stitch if you prefer. But on a darker one, I don't want to see that back stitch, so I've just done a lock stitch.
So Angela, what does Angela want then? Oh no, I've got Dodie. Hello, Lucy. Tried your disappearing 9 block yesterday. I am now addicted. Thank you, you're great. From Sue in, Saundersfoot. That sounds nice, doesn't it? And what did Angie have to say?
Is that Angie?
I don't know. Angie hasn't come through. She says, hello, John and Lucy. Love your shows. Oh, she's in bed today. But we're making her laugh to lighten her day.
Oh, good.
Good. Oh, thank you, Angela.
That's what we like.
Was it Angela or Angie? Angela. Oh, got another message. Colette, what sewing machine are you using? I'm discovering Sewing Quarter this weekend and have lots of ideas. Oh, now you've got this is the 680. It's a beautiful machine. I'll bring the slide up for you in a second. Oh, we've got it here. Got the 680 slide. It's a beautiful machine. There's a slide there. It's £999. And now, you've got all those features, you see, even the Elna exclusive for circular sewing. But, do you know what, Colette, if you go to the web, go to shop, click on sewing machines, then click on that sewing machine, there's a list like this of all the features. Colette, this machine, Lucy loved it so much that she's got one of these now.
Yes.
Haven't you?
Yes, it's tremendous.
And it's very quiet as well, so she can sew while the children are in bed.
Yes.
In their bedrooms.
And not disturb my children or my neighbours, which is good.
Did your neighbours hear your old sewing machine?
We might not be making friends.
Oh, here you go. Have a look. This is it from the web, right? So if you clicked on shop and clicked on sewing machine, can we scroll down the page? Look at all these. Look, everything you need to know about that sewing machine is there. It's just brilliant, and all of our designers, they all have to fill in a piece of paper, or no, it's not a piece of paper, on the computer, isn't it? They have to fill in a tools list, and they all say, oh, want this machine, want this machine, want this machine. Does so much. Can I just show you this? Can we show this at all? Yeah. Where does that bit open? There. Look at all the stitches it does. Look. All those stitches, 170 apparently. 170 stitches.
And all the feet.
And all the feet are attached.
You get more than that.
Yes, exactly.
I like these little...
little compartments. There's so much that we don't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's very well thought out.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Right, and when Now, the book that we've taken this pattern from has sold out, but I have got another quilting. Yeah, very quickly. It's featuring 16 quilt experts. It's called the Quilting Manual. You should be in one of these, you know. Shouldn't you? You've got 16 experts in here. Anyway, look, it's got all choosing the design quilts, block skeletons. It's got all the information you need in here. And then, once you've gone past all of the techniques and everything, sorry, Lisa, I'll be with you. Look at all the designs. Oh, sorry, I'll tilt it up for you. All the beautiful designs in there. Aren't there? There's over 100 designs in here. All fabulous. Just a beautiful book there for £15.95. Look. Right, okay, I'll get on. There's the design, you see. Lucy Brennan. Lucy Brennan. No. Lucy Brennan. We've got her here, though. We don't need her in a book. We've got her here. Anyway, carry on, sorry.
Okay, so have we got the book?
Have you got one?
Have we taken it away? The book?
I don't know where it's gone.
It's over there.
Do you need? Where is it?
Oh,
there
not
it is.
To worry.
I'll get it for you. Don't you worry, Lucy. Anything you want, I'll get it.
Thank you so much. I was just going to talk a little bit about the layout, because you're not laying this out. Well, you are laying it out in rows, but the setting of it is slightly different. So because we've got, it's not all squares, we have triangles as well.
Where?
So when you're laying out the rows, you're putting triangles together and adding triangles to the end of each row.
Unfortunately, that book has sold out. We are reordering it. So keep your eye out for this.
And then I wanted to talk about just doing that sort of gradient of
course.
colour.
Before you do that, can I just say, somebody's asked what fabric you've used for the back. This is the white fabric, the Lucy's. It's called optical white. You don't have to use optical white, do you? You can use any colour you wanted to. And if you go onto our website, you'll be able to see all the different colours. £3.25 for half a metre. Optical white. It's 44 inches wide. How wide's the... How long is the back? Well, basically, you could just do the fabric that way around, just do it in one piece, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's 25 inches by 89 inches, which is 63.5 centimetres by 226 centimetres.
Thank you. And then you've used it for the backing of the leaves and the backing of the actual backing of the quilt.
Yes.
And while I'm here, very quickly, I'll just do this one. You've bound it. You've bound it with your spot-on fabric. This is £4.95. This is sky blue, this one, I think this is then. Sky blue, spot-on fabric that Lucy's used as her binding. Now remember, you sell it by the half metre, £4.95. You don't do bias binding. It's very easy because you just do straight binding on a quilt.
Yes.
Right, I'll let you get on, sorry.
Yeah. You can do bias binding if you prefer to do bias binding, but in the pattern and...
But because it's straight,
on
you just
quilts,
do your 4 mitre corners and just straight, aren't you? There's no need to do bias binding.
No.
Right, okay.
Some people prefer it.
Yes.
But I like to do straight.
Yes.
So...
Well, you were talking about the colours.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the colours. So with the charm pack, you don't have, in this charm pack, you don't have like a traditional rainbow.
No.
You can do it, and if you're doing this pattern and you get 2 packs, you'll have 2 of the yellow.
Oh, right.
But I wanted to create, like Lynn did in the book, you know, a gradual change between the colours.
Yes.
Can we pull that off?
Do you want to top off? Right? Shall I hold one end? You the other end, and then we can see the colours.
Yes, that's a good idea.
We can see how the colours graduate from one colour.
So what's so nice about this charm pack, and so why one of the reasons Tula's so clever.
Yes.
Hello. Is that in the designs in this collection, they it kind of graduates between the colours, and some of the fabrics have more than one of the colour in, so you can pull this blue, this light blue and the purple in these ones.
Yes, lovely.
And then this has the green and that.
You can
light
see
blue.
if you step back, Lucy, you can see the graduation better on the. Yeah, it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
But that's the bit you love, isn't it? That's the bit you love, like because you don't have to do it graduated if you don't want to.
You don't have to at all. I spent a lot of time arranging this in this order.
And the cat wasn't allowed in the room at the time.
Because I liked it. No, the cat was not allowed in the room. So that's a really nice thing to do when you've got something like this. Is to play about and look for the ones that have more than one colour in, because that's the best way of doing a sort of a gradient. So I didn't do it in like a rainbow order.
Yes.
I let the fabric do the talking, and and played around with the fabric to get the right
Joy in Northumberland
design.
says, good morning, John and Lucy, loving the show. You're making me smile. It's raining here too in Northumberland.
Oh, lots
raining
of rain
everywhere
today.
Colette, thank you. And thanks for the correct pronunciation of my name. I love your shirt. Why, what do they call you, Colette?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
No. Christine, hello, John and Lucy. Feeling so inspired with the programme. You are lovely together. Oh, she's obviously watching another channel. And really enjoy watching the second quarter. Lots of love, Chris. I don't know what that last bit. He's 70 years old, Chris. I don't know what that bit. And Laurie, going to have a go at this bed runner, Lucy. It looks lovely. That's from Laurie in Suffolk.
Oh, thank you, Laurie.
Oh, there's loads of messages. Nicola, can you tell me what size the background squares are in that Lucy's using?
So the background squares are 5 inches.
So it's exactly the same as the charm pack?
Yes. It's all in the pattern. So that's why you need to cut them, cut them a little bit smaller.
Yes.
And then... No, sorry, it's 5.5. Excuse me. It's 5.5 inches.
You're excused.
And then, thank you. And then you need bigger squares to cut the triangles. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it in the instructions. So the bigger squares are 6 inches. And that's
so you do 5.5-inch squares for the squares, and when you do the triangle, you're cutting 6-inch squares. That's because you need to your seam allowance down the middle.
Because you've got to cut them down.
I don't think this one's meant for us. I love Lucy. She's fantastic demonstrating and so inspiring. That's from Dion.
Thank you.
Where's the rest of the message? Oh, she sent another bit now.
Because you heard your name in the other bit of the message.
I think John and Lucy make a great team, but you've motivated Dion. So, no, I was about to say, oh, don't mention me.
Can't just compliment me.
Well, no. Don't. Come on, the management's watching. Come on. Behave yourself now.
So,
there's another one. Marie, love you, one job, John. From wife of half a job husband. Yeah, because I was going, oh, you've got one job, John. She's got a husband who only does half a job. Oh. Anyway, sorry, carry on with the sewing.
Okay, so to do the triangles, I'm just cutting the square in half.
It's very hot in here, isn't it?
It is very hot. I did ask for the air conditioning. Probably because all my paper bits were blowing around.
Yeah,
so I'll just use it. I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, I love this ruler. Now, this is from Rachel the Ruler. It's huge, isn't it? Now, Lucy asked this one specially had to be delivered at 6 o'clock this morning. Yeah, exactly. I knew it was requested by Lucy because it came from the warehouse with a big sign on saying, requested by Lucy. We love Rachel the Ruler's rulers. This is Rachel and her family. They design all their own rulers. I don't know if you can actually see that. Now, you see all these here? These are all non-slip, grippable resin dots there. So you can move it around on the fabric, but then once it's in place and you put your foot down, your hand down on it, it's not going to go anywhere. You've got black and white markings, so whether you've got dark fabric or light fabric, you can see it. You've even got the non-grippable all the way around the outside. This side, you've got a 1/4-inch seam allowance, which you need for your quilting. This side, you've got 1/2 inch. So that's the 1/2-inch seam allowance, that's a 1/4-inch seam allowance there. And it comes with a little leaflet. I don't know where the leaflet is, Jay. They all come with a little leaflet saying how to use them. I'll get the leaflet for you anyway. That's brand new. That's arrived specially for Lucy today.
I'm not sure that one has a leaflet.
Oh, is it
to be honest, I'm not sure. I don't know that.
I've just sent Jay to look for it.
I don't know that the straight ones do. I think the ones that do.
But if you can download the app,
it might do.
You can download the app, right? And then if you've got on those phones, I don't know how to do this. I've never really worked it out. It's got like a barcode, like if you're in a supermarket and you do your own bing, bing, bing. But it's like an estate agent. If you go to the estate agent's board and you put your phone up to it, it takes you somewhere and it tells you about the house. Well, the same thing with that. If you download the app, it takes you to Rachel the Ruler's website.
See, my generation didn't have these things growing up.
Your generation? Let me know what about mine.
But you have to download a QR reader app, and then you can use the app to scan the QR.
All right, thanks. Do the sewing.
Okay, I'll do the
QR reader? I've never even heard that.
Well, that's what you can't just use your phone and
No, I said download an app.
Yeah, so you have
to. So it's a
QR app.
It's a QR
yeah,
app.
There's lots of different ones.
Right.
That's not the name of it.
Okay.
There's different ones.
Oh, QR is just one of them.
QR is just this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there are different. Yeah. Anyway.
Every day's a school day with
just
Lucy Brennan, isn't
you can just search for the
Lucy Brennan sewing quarter. I've got it sorted.
You can just search for the
Will
rule
you still
of,
employ me when you're in charge?
No.
Will you just do some sewing?
Yes, but I'm just saying, if people are scared of this, you can just search for the ruler on YouTube and find.
Oh yes, you can, because Rachel the Ruler does all her own videos on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube. Look, it's not Rachel Ruler, it's Creative Grids. I just call her Rachel the Ruler, and you can watch her doing all. And check out her jewellery. She's got fabulous jewellery.
Yeah, they're very clear instructions. Very good. So putting the runner together.
Yes.
So I've got my triangles, and you work from a corner. Not that way, that way. And you build up your rows.
Poor old Jay. Let me move the ruler out of the way.
You're just mean.
Okay. So these are the squares, were 6-inch squares that you cut to make those two triangles. These were 5.5-inch squares that you sewed the leaves onto, and these are 6-inch squares that are cut in half.
Yes.
I'm just getting up because I forgot we were still on this project.
Yeah. And you build it up like this, so it comes out.
Oh, it
this
goes diagonally. Of course it does.
So if you're laying it on your floor, you just need to take a minute to think about it, because I laid it out. I'm so used to laying out rectangle shapes.
Yes, of course.
And I'd forgotten it was sort of going that way, and I did a few, and then realised I was going to have to move it all, so I had room, because it's very long.
Yeah.
To have room to
and also, yes, because there's no point on it. So that's the corner. That's your top left-hand corner.
That's the corner. So you're working this way, and then your next row makes up.
So that bit on there.
So all the triangles are like the edges.
I'll just show you though. That corner is like that corner, isn't it?
It's there. We've got a border on.
Yes.
So that's the corner that you're building up your rows.
Yeah.
So from there, that's that.
Okay.
row
Somebody's
there.
just asked if they can see the whole quilt out again very quickly. So we'll do that, and then I'll get Lucy to.
Can we get a close up of the quilting on the back?
We could do whatever you want, Lucy.
Just because I was very pleased with it.
Have we got all the colours in there? Oh, there you go. If you let it dip a bit there.
Okay.
So we've graduated the colours, but, I mean, we'll get on very quickly in a minute, but turn it round, because look at the back. The back's just as impressive, with all the quilting stitches that Lucy's done on the back. Now, hang on, I don't know if you can see those with the light. Can you?
For the quilting, I just echoed the leaf shapes, but it's made a really nice, you can see it's sort of got these cross bits along the edge of the leaves in a big long line. I'm
really sorry if everybody who's got the tulip pink charm pack in their basket checks that now, it's sold out. So you need, remember, it's not being reordered. It's not being reordered. Now, at this moment in time, if you all check out, there's one for all of you. But if somebody takes two, or if somebody else comes in and puts it in their basket, puts it in their basket and checks out, then someone's going to miss out. Just warning you, no undue pressure, just warning, because I don't want anyone to... My whole life's been one big disappointment. I know what it's like to be disappointed. One thing that's not a disappointment
Joy
is
and sunshine.
Yes, that's me. You wait till you get to 39, you'll know what it's like. Anyway, carry on. Have you finished?
It's a long way off 39.
For you, yeah, exactly. I'm 39 this year, yeah.
So it's not that far. So I'm just going to say, for when you're putting these together, when you're sewing the triangles...
Yes.
So doing the corner one, I'm going to sew from the bottom to there. So I'm not letting the corners go under my machine.
Right,
I'm going to sew that together.
Yes, because they can...
From the straight edge, so it doesn't get eaten up by the machine. So I will just do that. I'm going to change my foot from the applique one.
Oh, have you got
There's
the other
lots
one?
of places for the feet to hide, so it's in that little...
I've got a message from Sue while you're doing that.
Yeah.
She says, love in the bed runner. What colour thread would Lucy use? Surely not change the colour every time for different fabrics. I love the John and Lucy show.
No.
No, it's not called the John and Lucy show. The Lucy Brennan and John Helps Out show. Oh, so what colour?
Lucy can't do it on her own. White. I've just used white.
On all of them?
On all of it. And if you use just a nice, fine white thread, you can see it, obviously, on the applique. Yes. I'm not saying you can't see it, but from a distance, it's not... It doesn't really stand out because the background's white.
Okay, so you've done a white background. Say you'd done a pink background, for instance. Yeah. Would you have done pink stitching, or would you have still stayed with the white?
No, I probably would have gone pink.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I hope
something that
question,
just blended in. Yes, because you can't, and because they're not. It's not because of that graduation. Even changing the threads would be sort of tricky. Which one do you pick with which one? But I think because it's got a white background...
You could buy that thread that changes colour or... No.
You could use a variegated thread if you wanted to.
Carry on, Sarah.
But no.
The thing is, when it's on your bed...
Of course you can. You can do whatever you like.
And that's down that end.
Yes, but you can do whatever, you know. It's entirely up to you. That's the part of the fun is in the choosing. But I think white generally it's nice and modern and fresh, and it goes
just makes it unique. Just
goes
with
with Tula. Yes, absolutely. There's no right or wrong. It's just personal taste.
So remember, check out your basket. If you've got the Tula pink charm pack in your basket, because there will, at the moment, you're all fine. All it takes is for one more person to put it in their basket, and then that's it. There will be disappointed faces this evening.
And we don't like that.
Oh, we've got is it our Ange? Oh, Angela has sent in an email. When quilting, did she say, or you do? When quilting, do you do a locking stitch at the beginning and the end?
I do a back stitch because in my old machine did not have a locking stitch. There was no such thing.
Okay, what's the difference between a locking stitch and a back stitch?
Okay, a back stitch is where you just run it backwards and forwards, and a locking stitch is a special stitch on the machine where it stitches in one place.
And it does that automatically.
And it makes it does it automatically for you. This one does it 4 times, and it makes like a little knot.
Oh, okay.
So when you're piecing, you could do that if you wanted to do a locking stitch. I become so in the habit of doing
a
reverse that's what I just always do. And I think I would still do it only because the locking stitch takes its little time, and I might want to just get on with it. But I did it on the applique so that I didn't have that. Anywhere you don't want to see a backwards and forwards. Yes. However, I would never use it quilting because you see the little knot on the back.
The opposite side, yes.
So if that wouldn't bother you, then of course you can, you can do it. But I think if you do it a lot, you'll see a lot of little knots.
So when you're quilting, what do you do then?
So quilting, you can pull your bobbin stitch up through the quilting to the top. You hold it, you stitch, and then you can tie it and bury it. Or you can do a little row of very, very tiny stitches, and that's enough to hold the quilting in place when you start.
She's a font of information, isn't she? Jane saying, great show, and you two are fantastic as a double act. I just keep laughing, you make my day.
I keep laughing too.
It's very serious, this. Educational, this. This is a serious show.
Okay, so
right, we're going to do any sewing.
Well, again, with the... I've done my corner.
Yes.
So again, with the rows, when I'm sewing the... so this is like a setting triangle to create that...
It's too big, though.
To create that line. No, it isn't too big. It's because you're going to lose 1/4 of an inch when you sew it.
Okay.
So I want to sew that...
That's me told.
From this side, from the straight edge down here, and that's going to make a
dog end.
A dog ear.
Yeah.
Not a dog end.
You're going to chain mail
it. And then
right. A warning. There are too many Tula Pink charm packs in baskets, so people will be... I hate telling you this. I absolutely hate telling you this, but... I don't want people... It's not because it's not undue pressure. It's just that I know when you come to check out tonight, maybe, because a lot of channels say, oh, you check out the end of the night and then you only pay one. We only do one postage and packaging, so check out as often as you like. Okay, this is where there are 11 left, but 18 people have got them in their baskets. I've got another message. Today's show has been fun to watch, and the messages coming in have just added to it. Well done, Lucy. Carry on. I added the Lucy bit.
Yeah, I did that.
So that's you're going to chop that off, aren't you? That dog.
Yes, so you can just chop that off. But you can see there how that's still coming out.
Yes.
So I did, when I was making it, be completely honest, catch the edges once or twice. So I did 57 of them, John.
Yes, carry on.
So what I did was I just literally pulled it back. I just used my finger to pull it. Stop.
See.
No, you can't see because I pulled them out. So you can just literally with your finger, just ease it out a little bit because you've got those pink toes.
Please check out your baskets. Please, because people are disappointed now. Karen, Jane, Laurie. That's a nice name. Oh, no, that must be where they live. Somebody who lives in a town called Sherwood. Sharon, Jean, Katie, Jane, Stephanie and Mary. You all need to check out because you're going to miss out. There's not enough of them for all the people who've got them in their baskets, I'm afraid. So if you've got it in your basket and you want it, please check out. Right, sorry.
So there we go. And I'll put this together. Now, the other thing, if you're going to make this, I definitely recommend you just do all of your leaves.
Yes.
And then lay it out.
Yes.
How you want it. Keep referring to the diagram.
Yeah. Do you take a picture of it at that point?
No. Well, keep referring. Yeah. Lay it out as you want it. Take a picture. Rearrange if necessary. Yeah. And really pay attention when you're sewing the rows together, because you're working at sort of an angle. It's quite easy to mess it up. So you want to be very mindful of where you're placing your triangles and as you're sewing your rows. So just keep keep your book open. It's not, you know, it's quick and easy quilts. It is easy.
I think once you get going, once you've got that corner bit done and you're moving along it, it becomes a little bit easier, I would imagine.
Yes, because your brain starts. But I found it... your brain, you know, catches up to what you're doing. But it's a bit different, you know, it's a different layout than you would usually do.
Yeah. How many minutes? Oh, you've got 7 minutes left,
okay.
Lucy.
So,
I'm
not going to make the full runner in 7 minutes. No, unfortunately.
Have you not got one you've already prepared earlier at home? No, not finished.
No,
like stages.
No.
Oh, you see, now Joy, when she comes in, there's one every stage.
Yeah, sorry, no, I didn't do that.
Sorry, Joy.
It's 80 inches long.
Pardon?
So it's 80-something inches long.
Yes.
So
is that long enough for my bed, by the way? Did you check?
I don't know. You'll have to see.
I'll take it home and check later.
So then the other thing I want to talk about. Yes. So you just would keep building up your rows like that.
Yes.
And sewing them together. And it's no different. It's just the same thing repeated over again. And then you add a border onto it. So the border.
Oh, I was gonna do the most stupid thing then.
Yeah,
I was gonna waft.
Do that. Don't waft.
And I won't waft.
So for the border strips, this shorter one obviously is just from one. You know, you'll get more than one from the width of the fabric, but the longer one you need to add.
So we're on the white border at the moment, aren't we? We're at the white border here that we're talking about at the moment. The bottom is the sky. Oh, hang on, that's the white fabric there for the £3.95 optical white that we've used for this. £3.25 for half a metre. That's made the background of this and the border. Oh, you've done a separate square in the corner.
No, I haven't. It was just how it fell.
Oh, I see. Of course, because you're stitching.
Yeah, you sew the strips together and then you sew the borders. But the really important thing about putting borders on any quilt is that you measure the quilt and cut the borders to size.
Right.
You don't just sew the borders
at the beginning when you're first cutting out your white fabric.
Don't cut them at the beginning. Wait until you've done it because your seam allowances might be slightly different and you end up with a different size and you don't want to have cut your pieces too short. Yeah. So wait until you finish the whole thing and then don't just sew the strip along. Don't just sew a long strip and then trim the strip off because you get ripples in the fabric along the borders.
Oh, okay.
And it makes it very difficult to square it off.
Right.
And it makes it difficult to quilt. You'll end up with puckers and things in
okay,
your quilt.
So you haven't, in real life, you haven't quilted yet. So you've done, or have you quilted?
No, you haven't quilted
so
yet.
You've done these
You've done all the applique,
you've made all of those
your rows together, and then you're going to do your borders. So you measure your runner across the middle.
Yes.
You don't measure it at the end.
Right.
You measure it, or the other end. You measure it across the middle because if there's any discrepancy, you're cutting it that width, and so I
had that with a Venetian blind once.
Did you?
I had it made because I got the builder to measure the window, and he measured the top. They fitted it, and when it got to the bottom, it was gone in. There was no room.
Exactly. So you need to be careful of that, and then you can ease in that border, and so you do the shorter ends, and then you do so you measure it again
in the middle,
all the way along with your tape measure, and then cut your strips to that measurement from the centre, and then you put your borders on. Now, I'm not a big pinner, and people that have watched the show before will know I rarely use pins. When you're putting a border on, you absolutely need to pin. Lynn recommends in the book the same thing, that you put pins at either end, pin in the middle, and then keep working to the middle, putting a pin in the middle, folding your pins together, pin in the middle, and keep on doing that.
Would you possibly use wonder clips rather than, I don't know why I shouted that, wonder clips? Would you use wonder clips instead of pins, or would you definitely use pins?
They are wonderful, but because this is a very narrow border, I would definitely use
then.
Pins.
Right, very quickly, we've only got a couple minutes left then. So you've done that, you've added your border. You haven't added this yet, though, have you? That's last, is it?
The binding is last, So you have
you've got your front there. You've then got your wadding. I don't know where I've put the wadding. You got your wadding, and you put your wadding in the middle.
Yes.
And then you put your backing fabric on the back.
Yes, you lay your backing fabric down.
First.
Then you put your wadding. Then you put your top.
And then, and this is huge, you've got so much wadding
It's huge because...
Queen size, this.
Yes, it's queen size, because I wanted to get the full length.
Out
I
of
didn't
one
want to have to
piece, yeah.
piece
Okay.
just straight lines very, very close together,
Oh, okay.
which look beautiful.
That seems odd that you'd have these lovely shapes and then you'd quilt in like straight lines.
It was across that. Lovely though, and less stiffness the less you quilt.
Yeah.
Though even if you quilt a lot over time, it will soften up. But so yeah, I just chose to echo the shape of the leaves. So I just eyeballed where to begin.
Yes. Oh,
you know,
continuation
so I
of the line.
followed back
Yes,
of myself.
exactly.
Started here on the edge of the quilt.
Now, did you start there or did you start in the middle of the quilt? There's different rules for different courses, horses and all that, isn't there?
No, I think we generally all do it the same. When we say start in the middle, we don't literally mean you have to begin in the centre of the quilt. When we say start in the middle, because with something like this, I'm doing all the way down the quilt.
Oh, so it's the middle.
So it's the middle.
Oh,
yes.
See, I thought you'd have to start here and work your way out.
No,
Okay,
I mean, if you were doing like a free motion design or something, you would maybe start in the centre and work outwards.
Yeah.
But when it's something that's a straight line from one side to the other of the quilt, you wouldn't begin a stitched line in the middle.
Yeah.
So you do it from edge to edge, but you do the middle first. So I did the central lines first, and then the ones going this way, I began in the middle and worked out.
Of course you
and
would,
then
yeah.
worked
I've got
the
it,
other
got
way.
it, got it. Right, now, I've only got about a minute left with you. So, you've done the quilting.
Yes.
Then you do the binding, and that's just a straight binding.
Yes.
And you did it, how wide's that piece?
So just do I cut 2.5 inch straight strips, the width of the fabric.
Right.
And then fold it in half, iron it in half, and then you sew raw edge to the raw edge of your quilt. So the raw edge of the binding to the raw edge of the quilt with a 1/4 inch seam. Then I folded it over. Now normally I would hand sew the binding onto the back, but due to time I wasn't able to do that. So what I've done then is folded, so it's sewn with a 1/4 inch raw edge to raw edge on the front.
Yeah.
And then I've folded it over, and I've gone to my machine and still using my walking foot, the edge of the walking foot here, my needle's in the middle, and I just do a straight line. Now on that machine, the foot is wider, so you might need to adjust that according to your machine, but just practice, And then that leaves a line of stitching all around the edge on the front.
Yeah.
So it's stitched. I've stitched it from the back on the binding.
Oh, okay.
And that leaves a line of stitching on the...
So but that's fine because you've got your lines of stitching
It's fine, and
there.
because it's white. That's another reason I've used white. But then what you want to be careful of is you don't go onto the binding.
Yes,
you know,
so you
want
have to
have
make
a
sure
nice
when you fold it over, it's wider on the back than it is on the front.
Exactly.
Right, thank you, Lucy. The two other fabrics Lucy's used here, the tuna pink, you need, I don't know if you've, I think you might have sold out. I've only got 90 seconds to tell you this. The spot fabric and the optical white fabric there, that's £3.25 a metre. The spot is going at the bottom of £4.95, isn't it? Half a metre, that one? Yeah, £4.95. Now, Paul wanted very quickly, do you want to show you two other bundles very quickly? These bundles, there was a mistake earlier, so if you're watching earlier, we want to apologise. They were up for £26.95. They're not. They're £18.95. There's the Oceana one. You get the blue and the cream, and then there's the landscape one, the green one and the grey for £18.95. Should we very quickly look at tomorrow's menu? Okay. We're just going to show very quickly. I'll say thank you to... You're in tomorrow anyway, so it's fine. Lucy's in tomorrow with me. Here's tomorrow. It's called Try It Tuesday. Well, it's very trying Tuesday. 8 a.m. You've got a traditional block part 2, apparently.
Yes.
Is that part 2 to this one? Then?
No, different quilt blocks.
Okay. Then at 9 o'clock, we've got Bear in a Bag. That's with Joe Carter. 10 o'clock, Eat, Play, Sleep, Repeat, Quilt. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got that purse making, which is always very, very popular. And it's me tomorrow. I'm then not in again till the weekend, so make the most of me tomorrow. Thanks ever so much.
Thank
you for watching. Thank you for buying. Thank you for all your messages. We're not going to say thank you to Jay because he made a right old dodge, whatever it is. Anyway, Lucy, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much indeed. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Bye.
Sewing Quarter is at the very heart of sewing as we bring you all things sewing and quilting. The team behind us live and breathe sewing day to day. We strive to bring you exclusive offers, exciting live demonstrations, and most importantly, we will custom cut fabric to your specification in our very own cutting room. We will also be bringing you TV exclusives that you won't be able to find anywhere else. So come and join us today at the Sewing Quarter.
Welcome to the Sewing Quarter!